Meka divine, channel aligned, messages flowing beyond space and time. Spirit speaks loud, trust the design. Tap in deep, let your soul shine. Shuffle that deck, destiny calls, wisdom pours down, breaking the walls. Ancestors whisper, I hear their tones, clairvoyant waves hitting your bones. Feel the beat, vibrations rise, energy surge in infinite skies. Pull the cards past future and now, answers reveal, just show me how. Meka divine, channel aligned, messages flowing beyond space and time. Spirit speaks loud, trust the design. Tap in deep, let your soul shine. Moonlight glowing, candles burn low, visions expand, let the magic flow. Hands touch the deck, spirit takes lead, guidance delivered, fulfill every need. Meka divine, channel aligned, messages flowing beyond space and time. Spirit speaks loud.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Meka of Meka Divine Spiritual Guidance. In this all signs reading, we'll be going from Aries and we'll go all the way to Pisces. Keep in mind that time is fluid in tarot, so the messages in this reading could resonate for your past, your present, or your future. Also, the roles can be reversed in this reading, so take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. If you don't know your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, check out the link down below in the description box because there could be a message in any of those natal chart placements just for you. All right, y'all ready? Let's get into it. Hey, hey, hey. Happy Monday, everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining me on another live. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. I see we got so many people coming on through already. Thank you guys so much for being here. Big shout out to all the guys that came in a little bit earlier, shedding some light and kind words for the channel. I really appreciate the support and I missed y'all. I miss doing all signs readings. I really have. And if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to the family. We have a lot of fun here. Don't hesitate to just say hello if you're new here because, like I say, we're family. I just ask that if you do say some words in the chat, let's keep it positive. As you guys know, we keep it positive around here. We're here to support one another and also to uplift the collective. So thank you guys so much for keeping the chat clear and positive. And big shout out to our mods that's already in this thing, holding it down. Thank you so much, T Rose, Lisa, DP. I see y'all. Thank y'all so much for helping out this evening. I see we also have Empress Royal. Hey, we got Sierra Black. What up, girl? Good to see you. Queen Star, Libra. Hello. And who else we got here? We got my girl, Crystal S, representing for the Soul Tribe. Hey, Crystal. And NY Greek, who's new here. Welcome, NY Greek. I'm so glad that you decided to come and join us this evening. So we're going to change it up a little bit, guys. We're going to change it up. Today, we're going to look at what is actually going to be coming towards you in the next 10 days in love and money and career. Yes, we're not just going to focus on love this evening. We're also going to be focusing on career. So hopefully we'll get some good, really positive messages. Hopefully. I know some of you guys are tired about hearing all the doom and gloom of love. So hopefully things work out really well. Hey, Shelly. Good to see you, Shelly. Much love, much love. Thank you so much for coming. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. As you guys know, this is an all signs read. So it's from Aries all the way to Pisces. And keep in mind that you do want to check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. Just as I stated in the intro, that's super important. Some people miss that part and they miss the messages in their moon, their rising, and their Venus sign. So do check those placements out. If you don't know what those placements are, look at the link down in the description box below for more information. And congratulations to Miss Millie Cruz. I see she's coming on in. Hey, Miss Millie, being our winner for our free personal tarot reading of the month. Thank you so much, Millie Cruz, for always supporting the channel. And I look forward to seeing more of you in the future. All right, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. First, we're going to start off with Aries. Any Aries in the room? Any Aries? All right, we got Miss Millie Cruz here representing for Team Aries. Tashima. All right, Shelly. Everybody's here for Team Aries. I see y'all coming through. Okay, so we're going to start off with love and then we'll get into your money and career portion. All right, we're going to use oracles as well as tarot to see the messages you need to hear, what's coming towards you the next 10 days. All right, let's begin, guys. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aries. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is coming towards Aries in love the next 10 days? We have date. Get back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date, and date online. Ooh, okay, Aries. A lot of you guys definitely could be looking forward to going on a hot date. I'm getting with a lot of you Aries who are single and ready to mingle. It's your time, boo, to shine. You definitely will be getting the attention of someone who's very interested in you, wanting to get to know you better, possibly asking you out on a date. And, who knows? It may actually take off. Let's look further to see what this date is all about. Way to start the reading today, right? Spirit, tell me about this date. This person that wants to take Aries out on a date next 10 days. We have the Four of Swords. And we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. So this is someone that can possibly be a air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm also getting fire sign energy here. Aries, Leo, Sag. And it really feels like someone that is in deep contemplation about returning to you to make amends, not fight, not argue. Someone you may have actually connected with in the past who was not emotionally present. And now I feel like this person wants to come in to really try to, see where things can go. Yeah, they're gonna finally make a decision. This is someone that has taken a break from you or not have talked to you for a while, and then they finally decide that they want to stop holding themselves back from showing up for you. Tell me about this person's intentions. What is their true intentions with Aries? We have Seven of Pentacles. They definitely want to see where this thing can go. Yeah, after walking away or disconnecting from you, I'm definitely getting someone that you have had some type of interaction with. And the reason and the motivation why is because they've tried to date around, try to see other people, and it seems as if with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, they're not satisfied. So the best way to get out of their head and not really overthink this, they're just going to take action after taking a long pause thinking about going towards you. All right. So what's going to happen between these two in the next 10 days? What action will this person take? Yeah, you're going to get a message. You're going to get a phone call. They may actually show up physically. I'm just getting someone who's definitely interested in taking action towards you. But do expect this person to be guarded. They definitely plan to be guarded because they see for a fact, or they see that you definitely are someone that's of value. So they're going to be protecting themselves from getting hurt, I believe. But they definitely do feel like you guys have some unfinished business with the world in the reverse. I will say this person definitely put you on high regard, Aries, as the Empress. You know, the Empress is someone who's wifey material. You know, typically this is someone who is also a parent. So a lot of you guys could be a parent, or you could have children, or you can be someone that they can see having a family with, really settling down. And this is someone that I feel like wants a fresh start. Now, how do you feel about it, Aries? I don't know. But we're going to see in just a second. Actually, let's ask first, how will Aries know if this is their person? Because it's not everybody's reading. We got a card that flew out. Yeah, this is someone who took their sweet time. Yeah, they took their sweet time. I feel like this is someone that took forever to really make a decision to work with you, to be cooperative. I'm really getting you have asked this person to step their game up, but they just really sit back and let this thing go by the wayside. And you also know this is your reading because I think this person deep down really misses you. With the Three of Swords, they really, really missed you. They were heartbroken that you guys didn't work out. Since you have been gone, this has turned into like a since you have been gone Aries reading. They have been very, very sad. Yeah, with the sun in the reverse. Secretly, like this is someone secretly suffering in silence. So they want to definitely reconcile and see where this thing can go. Let's see, how do you feel about this person? Because Millie said for her, it's been about 15 months, man. Jeez. MIA, this person here, whoever this is. How does Aries feel about this person? The moon in the reverse and the high priestess in the reverse. So I'm going to be honest with you, Aries. I really don't feel that you're totally sold on this idea, because underneath the deck we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So it's not saying a total no, but it's also saying, I do remember how this person showed up and treated me, and it wasn't right. It wasn't fair. And you don't really, I feel, trust this person totally. I think you've actually tried your best to move on as well. And for a lot of you guys, I'm going to just be honest with you. You'll think about it, but I'm not saying that you'll actually go towards this person. Yeah. Because Tashima said, yeah, he gonna keep missing me. Yeah. It's almost like we'll see. With the Wheel of Fortune, I really feel like this is just saying that it's all up to you, Aries. You have the ball in your court. You have good karma on your side. So no matter what you decide, I don't think anything bad is going to happen. I think this person's going to come in and really try to be generous to you, date you, show you their best self. But the thing I would be careful of, Aries, is will it last? You know, I think the way they're coming in is very romantic, very charming, you know, very convincing. But the thing about it is, will it last? And that's the part right there that I think, you know, deep down subconsciously is something you gotta be worried about. All right, what advice we have for Aries on this one here? You see it, the death card. Spirit is advising you to let this thing die. You know, cut the cord, move on, let this thing come to an end if you can. Some of you guys are not ready for that step. Some of you guys are in a space where you feel like you just need more time, but this is an urgent message from Spirit that this is a karmic test. This is a karmic test, and some of you guys will definitely need this opportunity to continue to learn the lesson, and then others will pass the test and deny this person, close this cycle for good. Yep. Yeah, Shelly said this is true because he told your daughter, right, Shelly, that he misses you. Yep, yep. But you've been moving on for 2 years. Do y'all see what I'm saying? It's been a long period of time, and this person's somewhere out of the shadows, out of the shadows, coming up, wanting to get you back. But it feels like this is definitely one of those situations where it's like, okay, are you ready? Are you ready for the next step, the evolution? It's always a test, y'all. It's always a test. I'm so tired of these tests, and I say that because I'm an Aries moon. All right, that's what we have for love. Let's look at your money and career, Aries. Let's look at your money and career. Shelly says, very accurate reading. Awesome. I'm so glad it resonates with you. All right, we're going to switch up the game, y'all. We are going to go to these oracle decks here. Let's look at the money. I heard Aries say, give me the money. Where the money at? Where the money at? Where the money at? Where the money at? Spirit, tell me a little bit about money and career for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What could they be looking forward to in the next 10 days? We have home based. Change your environment. So it says home is the harbor of the soul. It's the safe space you can be. So I think for some of you guys, you're going to be actually needing to change where you work. Some of you guys may actually start a business from home, like home-based business, or be earning money from home, doing something from home, I'm getting. And it's going to be a change. It's not like something that you've done before. So some of you guys may be used to like a traditional 9 to 5. And this home-based business can be something off the internet, social media, what have you. If not that, I'm also getting a set of Aries who actually could be actually changing your career or be looking for a change of environment the next 10 days. All right, doing something different. All right, let's change it up. Let's see what this change is all about. I'm saying change it up, change it up. All right, what is this home-based? Eight of Swords in the reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse. So Spirit is saying whatever this idea is, this is something that you don't need to overthink. I think for a lot of you guys, you're overthinking it. And once you get out of your head about it, you'll be able to definitely see the results. I think this is something you've been wanting to do for a very long time, but you've been kind of holding yourself back, whether it be pursuing another career or starting your at-home business or what have you. So underneath it, yeah, it's like this desire to take action and go for this thing secretly. This is like a secret dream or idea that you've been holding back, thinking about. but you definitely need to go for it. So yeah, I think that's really cool. Yep, yep, yep. Tashima says, I have 7 days left at this job and I'm out. So yeah, she's about to move to go to another job like I was predicting. And she says she's ready for her new career path. So yeah, a lot of you guys are going through another career path, getting out of your comfort zone. Yeah, very cool. Awesome. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Let me know if this reading resonates with you. ASMR says, whoa, I'm actually on time. So glad you're here, girl. Next, we have Taurus. Any Tauruses in the room? Any Tauruses? What do y'all think? Y'all like the little career piece thrown up in there? I know typically we do a lot of love readings on this channel, but I thought I would change it up a little bit today. Always trying to come up with new ideas. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys are into it. All right. ASMR is a Taurus moon. Any more Tauruses here? Hey, Bree, good to see you. Bree says she'll be right back. And we got Brenda popping on in. Hey, Brenda, good to see you. All right, Taurus, let's see what we got. Tashima is a Taurus rising. Amy says she does love the career portion and can't wait for the Gemini read. Awesome. Tashima loves it. Great, 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 great. Okay. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Taurus. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about Taurus's love life. Who's going to be coming towards Taurus the next 10 days in love and romance? We have mirror. It says mirroring each other, self-reflection, interpretation, and inner wounds. Mm. I'm hearing Taurus, you're going to meet your match. And this match that's going to be coming towards you, if you haven't met them already, it's going to cause you to really look deep within and really think about some things that you may need to work through and improve before you actually have your person come in. So it doesn't feel like this is going to be somebody that you're actually going to settle down with. I don't really feel that. I think this is somebody that's definitely here to teach you some type of powerful lesson. All right. So let's see. Spirit, tell me about this person coming towards Taurus in love and romance next 10 days. We have 9 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. See, this is a contradictory energy. You know, typically the 9 of Cups is someone who is your wish fulfillment, somebody that you had hoped to connect with. But when I clarify that and I have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, it's a bad investment. So this is where it is the karmic lesson of learning a little bit deeper about what is for you and what's not for you. So this is going to be a relationship where you're going to learn more about yourself and the type of love that you want to attract. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, there's some karmic, I guess there's a karmic connection that you haven't totally closed in your past. And so this can actually be someone from your past resurfacing or a new person who's going to be very similar to your karmic. Okay. So what is this person's intentions? Yeah, I just also I want to say this, Taurus, and y'all let me know what you think about this. I don't think a lot of you guys are ready for love, like subconsciously. I don't think you're in a space where you're totally open and vulnerable and ready for a love connection. Because there's still going to be that disappointment. This person's going to disappoint you, whoever this person is. All right, what does this person do? Like, what is the karmic lesson this person is supposed to be teaching Taurus if this is their reading? Ten of Cups in the reverse and the Judgment. False hope, future faking, somebody that'll tell you, yeah, we're going to settle down. Yes, we're going to get married. Someone that sells a dream but doesn't deliver on the promise. And it was holding on to that hope because that's the dream. You want to be with this person, but then you realize they're not good for you because this is someone that's not being transparent, being real, being honest. Now, time is fluid in tarot. Some of you guys could have passed this already, and then others could definitely need to finish this karmic cycle with someone else. So, what is this person's future actions going to be towards Taurus? We have the Three of Wands and the King of Cups in the reverse. I'm getting there waiting for you to continue to be less confident, less evolved, less woken up spiritually. If this is your story, you may not have realized this, but there's a part of you that really needs to work on that shadow self of not wanting to hold on to potential, but be in tune with reality. You know, some of you Tauruses really want a relationship so bad that you're willing to like settle for something that you know is not really serving you in the best way possible. And it may take multiple cycles for this relationship to actually come to a total close, or it's going to be another person similar to Aries where it's going to be a similar test until you put that boundary in place, until you kind of start really thinking it through and start using your logic over your heart. Yep. ASMR says, yeah, this is true for the Taurus reading because he did all that. Sold that dream and then lit it on fire. Man. And from that experience, so glad ASMR is sharing that she learned not to waste her time when she doesn't see the follow through. That's right. Actions beyond words. So that is what's happening. And that is a part of a lot of the karmic experience here is working on those inner wounds that says, I'm holding on to this person because I equate to them this person of love. But this is not love if you're not seeing the results. And that's kind of what Spirit wants you to actually learn in this particular cycle. Okay. That's what I have for you. This person you're connecting to could possibly be a lot of water here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And I have Aquarius, I have Libra, and I have fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. All right, Taurus, let's look at your money and career. Money and career, money and career. And DP agrees. DP says she met the same familiar energy. And one date I can tell that that's what was going on. And she was like, no, that was it. She didn't call him again. See, I told y'all it's going to be a test the next 10 days. And some of you guys already encountered this. So you'll just have to see. You'll just have to see. All right, let's get to the money and career portion, Taurus. Let's see what's coming towards you the next 10 days. Let's see what coins are about to come through. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Taurus's money and career. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign the next 10 days. What could they expect? We have investments. It says invest wisely. Investments made will have positive results that will bring prosperity. I love that. So this is Spirit urging you, Taurus, to really look into saving your money. Stop shopping. Taurus, get your hands out of your wallet. Stop shopping. Stop buying them summer dresses. Stop buying them outfits. You do not need another pair of shoes, okay? And y'all know Tauruses like to shop. Tauruses are very fashion forward, and y'all like to eat. Stop eating out, Taurus. Now, come on now. It's time to save your money these next 10 days. Save it for a rainy day. If you have any stock or any investments accounts, I'm getting IRAs, I'm getting anything, a savings or what have you, that is where Spirit is urging you to put your money in the right place, not kind of like just throwing it away. Give me some more on investments. Yeah, we have the Empress. And we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, you need to protect your assets so they can grow. Like this Empress here. You see how she has the little belly growing? Yeah, that money, if it's invested, it will grow, but you have to protect it at all costs, right? And not just spend it willy-nilly. That is the message. All right. Let me know if it resonates. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to Gemini. And before we do so, I just want to remind everybody, don't forget to like the video. And if you haven't checked it out already, for those that don't know, I do offer personal readings. They're currently on sale, 20% off. And these are the best ways for me to connect with your unique situations. I have clients that come to me with unique questions. And the best part about my readings is you can ask any question you want: love, money, career, what have you. All right. Or life. I get people say, well, just give me some guidance in life. So there we are. All right, Gemini, let's get to your reading. Any Geminis in the room? I see we have ASMR, who's a Gemini sun. That vape on me. Representing for Team Gemini. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about the person that's going to be coming towards Gemini in love and romance the next 10 days. Ooh, we have ascending, learning and expanding, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. We are taking liftoff, Gemini, to a new experience. And you guys will be learning more about each other, expanding, growing. So this is new love. I think this is kind of like the phase of the relationship where you and this person are just going to be getting to know each other. Spend some time asking each other questions. What are you into? What do you like? All that kind of stuff. And then if this is a current relationship, Gemini, I see that it's going to evolve and grow even more, right? The bond will grow deeper. So this is about a bonding experience between two people and just seeing that it's actually going in the right direction, which is beautiful, beautiful energy. All right, let's see more into this ascension. Hey, Tim. Hey, Amy. Spirit, tell me more about this ascension for Gemini. What is this ascension in this relationship dynamic between their person? We have Three of Swords and Eight of Pentacles. Why the Three of Swords and Eight of Pentacles? Okay. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse. I think you're letting bygones be bygones. And you're allowing yourself to move forward with whatever experience in the past that has occurred, whether it be you getting over an ex and you're trying to get back out there and start something new, or if this is a current relationship, this is someone that you are feeling like, hey, whatever's gone wrong here that hurt me or hurt you, let's leave that in the past and let's work through trying to heal this relationship. Because it looks like no matter what is it that you're going through, you really want to see where this thing can go. And deep down, you guys enjoy each other's company. I think you and this person honestly make each other feel valued and loved. A lot of attention there. And I definitely feel like this is something that you are interested in investing in. Yeah, for your own personal reasons. Let's see. I want to get some more about this though. So how does this person truly feel about Gemini? Let's look at that. How does this person truly feel about Gemini? It looks like you're trying to be open to it. We have the Magician in the reverse, and we have the Justice in reverse. Yikes. Okay. Okay. Then we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. You know, Gemini, I would be careful with this person. The reason why I say that is because this is someone that I feel could be a bit sneaky. Okay. I'm getting a little bit of sly, slick energy from this individual. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is somebody that doesn't really trust you or trust this connection. So they're going to use an approach that I would say is a little bit sneaky. Yeah. And it's really in their attempt to just kind of see where this thing goes. But I think they're going about it in the wrong way. And it has a lot to do with insecurity and lack of trust. So if this is a new person, this is someone that doesn't really trust a lot of people. So they're not going to lay it all out, but they're going to just kind of like tiptoe their way on in, get to know you. Let's see. But shoot, I don't know. And if it's a past person, we'll see. But it doesn't feel like this is somebody that is totally giving you the upfront, honest truth about what they want. They'll be holding back or withholding some true information. So hold that thought. Let's see. What is this person's intentions with Gemini? Let's look at that. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles and Two of Wands. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like they do want to make this relationship grow, but they're also with the Two of Wands. We'll see. It's new. It's a new phase. It's a new opportunity. We shall see. Okay. Why the Two of Wands? So yeah, this person has a potential to run and go off somewhere else. They just think too negatively about love. They don't trust people. That's what I'm saying. They don't trust people. Yeah, correct. Yep. ASMR, this is true. This person doesn't trust me. So we're going to move slow. That's exactly what I'm saying. This is someone that's like, uh, Gemini, we go see because I don't know. And it's up to you, Gemini. Some of you guys may not be cool with that, but we'll see. What is this person's future actions going to be towards Gemini? They're going to move slow. They don't trust people. Four of Wands, okay. Four of Wands, Two of Pentacles in reverse. See, the goal, honestly, is to drop the other options, to turn a blind eye to bolting and leaving. They just really need to build the trust. It's not totally bad, but be on the lookout with how this person can come across a bit selfish. And the reason why I say that is because what do you need? What do you need from this person? So there's going to have to be honest and open communication, for this relationship to continue to blossom and grow. And you have to be totally okay with this person moving at snail's pace. Because I can tell you right now, Gemini, not everybody's okay with that. You know, not everybody's okay with the fact that somebody is looking out for their own, personal wants, needs, desires, when a relationship is supposed to be two people working together. But to each their own, some people want to move slow. And I also feel like this is somebody that's going to also put a lot of emphasis on their money in their career. This person may talk a little bit about that as a priority. Like, I'm trying to get my money right, trying to get stable, da 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 da, all those types of things. All right. Yeah, they're not too happy with their situation. I think their financial situation, I'm getting that. Like, I got to work on my money. I got to, get my money right, da 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 da, that kind of deal. This person could be, I'm getting a lot of Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and Sagittarius. All right. It can be anybody, though. It can be anybody. All right, Gemini, let me know if it resonates. The love portion. Now we're going to switch gears and go to the money and career. So let's look at your money and career. Don't forget, guys, to hit the like button. Show your girl some love. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. Spirit, tell me about Gemini's money and career. Money and career for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. What can they expect the next 10 days? Same thing. I think it's going to be the reading of the collective. Save your money. We noticed that Taurus got this same message, Gemini. It says investments. It says invest your money wisely. Investments made will have positive results that will bring prosperity. So Spirit is saying for you to save your money. Get your paws off of that wallet and make sure that you are actually focusing on building your financial portfolio, whether it be your savings, your retirement accounts, your stock, anything like that. I'm getting saved for a rainy day. Okay, why the investment, Spirit? Eight of Cups in the reverse and the Moon. Yeah, you guys need to revisit this. Some of you guys may have kind of put that on the wayside, and that's where Spirit is saying, like, really remember, like, um, remember that time when you needed some money and you didn't have the money that you needed. Now, some of you guys may actually have money, and this is saying you may want to look at your investment portfolios and make sure it's on the right path. And you may need to make some changes with that. So it just depends on where you are, but I'm definitely getting something about pay attention to where you're putting your money and make sure you save it for a rainy day. All right. There it is, Gemini. Next, we got Cancerians. Any cancers in the room? Cancer, Cancer. Hey, Mitzi. Mitzi's reminding everybody to definitely don't forget to like the video. Hey, Mr. Pops. Good to see you. Oh, giving a shout out to me and Duchess. Oh, yeah, Dutchy Poo, she's up. I got her in the room. She's taking a nap. We actually took a nap earlier, Mr. Pops. We were out. Y'all know I take my little nap before I go live at night. And she was curled up with me and we were just sleeping real good. And then I got up and she looked at me. She's like, why are you moving? Because I got to go and go live. So get out the way, dog. But yeah, for those of you guys that missed it, I took Duchess to the dog park the other day and did a live from the dog park. So check out that video if you want to meet Duchess and see what my dog looks like. So there we go. All right, Cancerians, starting with love. Brenda says, thank you for the Gemini read. You're welcome. Debbie's here. Hey, Debbie. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What can Cancer look forward to in love and romance the next 10 days? Look at this. Ascending. You could be connecting to a Cancer because Gemini, I mean, you could be connected to a Gemini, excuse me, because Gemini got this same exact card in their love reading. It says ascending, learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union and new phase. Cancer, I see that you are on the rise, connecting to someone new, and it looks promising. I feel like this is someone that you're getting to know, someone that is definitely preparing to get to know you deeper. It feels like a new energy, Cancer, for a lot of you guys. And if it is a current relationship or marriage, I see it blooming and blossoming and becoming more deeper and healthier than it ever has been before. So, yay, woohoo! That's right. Let's look further into this. Spirit, tell me a little bit more about this new ascension and this love story. We have the King of Cups in the reverse, and we have the Four of Wands. So this is someone that I feel has a really hard time wearing their feelings on their sleeve. This is someone that's very closed off. They can be very, very tough on the outside, but on the inside, they really do have a connection with you. I feel like anytime they get together with you, Cancer, they get very excited and they get motivated to actually put in the work and work on their fields, work on building this. Yeah, I'm getting someone who's very much inspired deep down underneath the deck with the star card there. They're feeling like, you know what, there's hope in love again. I meet Cancer and I'm feeling hopeful. I'm feeling hopeful. Even if I got to fake it till I make it, I'm feeling hopeful. But I'm not really getting someone who's trying to be deceptive or be mean or hurt your feelings. I'm just getting someone that's just heartbroken. Their heart chakra is blocked. And so they're really trying to give love a chance again. What is this person's intentions with Cancer? Three of Swords and Nine of Wands. They're going to keep fighting through their pain. This is someone that's taking their pain and they're saying, you know what? Not today, Satan. I'm going to keep fighting through this. It's hard for this person. Do know that because they don't really think or equate love in a very positive light. I'm hearing like they have had a very toxic experience in the past. And so it's kind of put a bad taste in their mouth about love. So when it comes to you, it's going to be one of those experiences where you're going to feel this person be a bit distant, but they're still going to be present. So it's going to not really feel very lovey-dovey. And I know Cancer, you could be a lovey-dovey sign, so don't take it the wrong way. This person may even open up about their past and tell you like, listen, I've been through a lot, and so I don't really feel like I can rush this. As maybe someone that will say something like, let's take our time or let's get to know each other some more. If this is a current relationship, like I'm saying, like this person and you may have history and they're learning to get past their fears or getting past the things that broke their heart. Very similar to that Gemini read. Check that out. You may be connected to a Gemini. Okay. It doesn't have to be, but could be. What is this person's future actions towards Cancer? Two of Swords in the reverse and the Five of Cups. If this person isn't careful, I really feel like their thoughts can get the best of them. Like the classic case of the person who overthinks it. They may overthink this. They may overthink this, but they will try with the Fool here and the Four of Swords. They'll try, and then for you, it just may not feel good. I want to see how you feel, Cancer, because I don't think this is this may not work for a sign such as yourself. You probably want more lovey-dovey energy than this, standoffish energy. How will Cancer feel about this person? Three of Pentacles in the reverse, right, and the Death. It's not going to feel too good for you, Cancer, because you're going to want more effort. You're going to feel like in order for this to work, you need them to show up more for you and not make excuses. I'm getting like a Cancer saying, you need to suck it up, Buttercup, and show up and put in the work. You feel like this person is being uncooperative. But there's a part of you that'll give this person a chance. And then same thing with the Four of Swords. I think you may just kind of pull your energy back after a while. What will Cancer do with this person ultimately? Yeah. King of Swords in the reverse. And underneath the deck, we had the Four of Cups. I don't know. I don't know. I think emotions wise going to have a impact on you. You're not going to feel too good about this connection. And what you don't know is this person is struggling on the inside, not because they don't care about you. They just have some deep wounds that they have to really work through. So this ascension, it's going to be like, it's going to take a while. You'll be in this dating phase, get to know you phase. It's going to be a while. I feel that if you let this person stay in your energy, because of these blockages that we just talked about. And you're not going to invest too much, which is wise. I see you with the Page of Pentacles. You're like, I'll just give this person a little bit of me and we'll see. But I just don't see you putting forth too much energy or effort here. Yeah, I agree with you, Patricia. Patricia's like, I never understand why people try to date and they aren't healed from their last relationships. But you know what? These are people. This is everyday people. We deal with a lot of people out here in the dating scene who don't know how to go within and really do the work to heal. You got people who go from relationship to relationship. You got people who take a break from dating, but they never really address the issues or unpacked what they went through in their past relationships. And then you have some people that go through a traumatic experience and they say, well, all women or all men are going to be like my ex. And we all know, collective, here on this channel, we all know that's not true. But it takes someone to really be in tune with how to have the practical steps to work on that trauma or that pain or those disappointments. And that's why here on this channel, if the roles are reversed in this reading, because it can be Cancer, I tell you guys, always take a break. Give yourself several months to a year before you get back out there and you start seriously dating. Fall in love with being single. Fall in love with yourself. Fall in love with who you are. Because if you love who you are, you're not going to tolerate their disrespect. Not going to tolerate the abuse. You're not going to tolerate someone who's going to give you a half-ass relationship, false promises. You see, because you're going to have so much self-worth and self-respect that you will not settle for anything less than you deserve. And you will be totally okay with continuing to improve yourself, your money, your finances, your career, your spiritual walk, all of that alone until that right person shows up at your doorstep. Right? It just doesn't work that way for everybody, though. And that's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate because imagine if people really tried their best to work through those issues, how much easier dating would be. And me too, as being single, I would say it is hard. It is hard. A lot of people are broken and they got to do that work. So that's what I have for you. The person that you're connecting to could be possible water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, also getting air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Capricorn. That's the energy there. Let's look at your money and career, Cancer. It takes time though, y'all. Patricia says that is correct. It takes time. And that's why it's so important to use your own discernment and um, know exactly what you want. Yeah, I agree with you. Yep, yep. Leo girl says it's because a lot of these people want to cover up the pain they were feeling. They think finding someone else is going to fulfill their pain. And that's not true. They have to, find peace within themselves. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. All right. Let's look at the money. Cancer, let's look at the money. Where it really matters, right? Spirit, tell me a little bit about Cancerians, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about their money and career. What can they look forward to the next 10 days? We have, power. Yes. It says focus on your needs. Gain your power back. You have the power to take control, Cancer, of your life, career, and finances. So it's time to take back control. Maybe for a minute, you may have felt like things were kind of thrown out of control. But now that you're in a space and a position, I think these next 10 days to be able to make money moves, that's exactly what you're about to do. You about to make some money moves. Let's see what that means. Let's see. What is this power? We have the Knight of Pentacles and we have the Page of Swords. So yeah, I think a lot of you guys are going to learn how to use more practical approaches when it comes to your money and finances. So for example, some of you guys may start saving, budgeting better, spending more wisely. Some of you guys may actually be learning how to invest your money, flip your money. I don't know. It's something that you're going to be learning when it comes to your finances. And it's something that I feel like ultimately is going to be to your benefit. Yeah, it's self-love, self-care. That's going to help you. Sometimes Cancerians, you guys can be such a giving sign. You guys can be so kind and give to a lot of people. And I think what's happening is you're finally starting to say, you know what does Cancer want? What does Cancer need? And learning how to kind of give to yourself more. Yeah, and not necessarily kind of pushing away everybody else that has their hand out. You see that? 4 cups. You're just like, yeah, I'm going to push away what everybody else wants. What do I need? So this could be, like I say, you taking your power back and saying, I need to focus on investing more, saving more, learning how to get my money where I want to and not necessarily always give to other people. Some of you guys could be always like, say if you're a parent, always giving to your kids, giving to if you're married or have a relation, giving to your partner. It's like, nah, the days are over. I'm taking my power back. I love that. I love that. And you're going to see success. It's a very responsible approach with the Knight of Pentacles. Your money's going to grow substantially over time using this new approach that you're going about doing. All right. I love that. Next, we got Mighty Mighty Leos. Mighty Mighty Leos, where you at? Thank you guys so much for coming to the live. Good to see you all. Don't forget, guys, to hit the like button, show your girls some love. We greatly appreciate it. Big shout out to our mods, Mitzi, Lisa, D Scott, T Rose. Thank y'all. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Okay, y'all, we on a roll. That vape on me. We got Leo up. Hey Grace, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Any more Leos here? Where the Leos at? Y'all not here today? George, you here? Where you at, George? I saw you earlier. All right, my Leo stepped off. Stepped off the scene. Just gonna be Grace here. All right, let's see what we got. Leos. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Leo. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's going to be coming towards Leo in love and romance the next 10 days. We have death. Yikes. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow or transform. What's dead is dead. Yikes. Okay. You know, whenever we get the death card, whether it be an oracle card death card or a tarot card death card, sometimes people start freaking out. They're like, oh my gosh, the death card. What does that mean? It's over. Well, it's also transformation. It's also growth. It's also moving forward, evolution, right? Ending an old cycle to make room for the new. So it can be a lot of different things, more than what meets the eye. So let's look further to see what this message is really about, because it looks like whatever this is definitely coming to an end to make space for something else. So we're going to look to see what that's about. Spirit, tell me more about this death. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. I think this is a message for Leo to say that despite this relationship coming to an end or just not working out with this person, I think you just realize at the end of the day, you got to look out for yourself, because it seems like you're not really getting much out of the deal. It's causing you to go into lack, losing resources, losing money, holding on to this thing, constantly investing in this thing. It doesn't feel like it's giving you anything in return, like a return on your investment. So with the Four of Swords to the Magician in the reverse, it's almost like you're forcing yourself to just pull away from this energy. But as we talked about, transformation is on the rise. So let's see, what does this cause? Because, with death, there's new beginnings. So what is to come after this death for Leo? Knight of Wands, Four of Wands. Woohoo! You about to have a little good time. Let's just say that. Leo, what you about to do? What's going on? It look like you having a hot girl summer, a hot guy summer. What's happening out here? It look like you about to go party or something. Yeah, it's like I'm going to let this go, but I'm about to go outside and have a good time. All right. And in the Leo spirit, I'm all for it. Okay. In the Leo spirit, you guys have been about to turn up, have a good time. I'm getting really just doing you. I think at the end of the day, a lot of you guys are going to tell people maybe that you want to see where the relationship between you and them can go, or you may meet people and all that kind of stuff. But the honest truth is, relationship wise, Leo, the next 10 days, you don't really want a relationship. I think you just kind of want to hang out, have fun, do you, with the Hermit in the reverse underneath the deck. I don't really feel like you're trying to, go out there and meet somebody seriously tomorrow. Okay. You may be interested in a hookup or having fun. Now that looks like different things. Some of y'all Leos having fun, and then others are just hanging out and having a good time. Okay. Will it take off to be anything significant? I'm not getting that. I'm getting more so just casual fun, platonic, or having fun. Okay. So is there anybody in particular that Leo will meet these next 10 days that can lead to anything? Am I missing anything? No. Nope. With the Nine of Wands in the reverse, I think you're still trying to get over everything that you have been through. So this is a period, the next 10 days, for you to just kind of keep moving forward and focusing, I think, on your money, your stability, things that you can control. I think you're in a space right now where you need to start trusting people more. And right now you don't trust a lot of people. So it's like, I'm good on love. Even though you desire it, it's not saying you don't want love. It's just saying you're just not ready for that step yet. Like subconsciously not ready. So that's what I have for you. But you're developing. You're getting there. You're getting there. All right. So let's look at your money and career, Leo. Let me know if it resonates, y'all. Is there a Leo out there that's honestly just doing them? Not ready to settle down yet. Truly, the next 10 days. Anybody ready to get married the next 10 days, Leo? I don't think a lot of y'all ready for that yet. And that's all right. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Leo's money and career the next 10 days. Leo, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. We have home based, and it says change your environment. It says home is the harbor of the soul. It's the safest place you can be. So yeah, a lot of you guys, I'm getting with this, you're going to actually be interested in one, making changes to your environment. So I think a lot of you guys could be moving, putting your money investment in purchasing a home or working from home or actually changing jobs. I'm getting like a transitionary period. Remember I said the death card in your other portion of the reading is about change and transformation. So I think the transformation in your love life looks different as well as your actual practical life, like your career, your money, you're making changes. And I feel like these changes are for the better. Like Grace said, this is your time. This is your time to shine, Leo. You're focusing on you. Yep. Focusing on you. Let's get some more on this. What is this home base? Six of Swords in the reverse and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, you're going back to loving yourself. Loving yourself, focusing on you, and getting your energy balanced and tempered. Some of you guys could actually just be not really interested in, like I say, building anything with anyone else or investing in anyone else. It's all about you, boo. Underneath the deck, yeah, with the Judgment. That's it. Your decision's final. You're a fixed sign. You already know what you want. And what you want is just to kind of see yourself feel better. And once you feel better and you build up that confidence, then you'll get back out there. But right now, you just need that time, and that's fair. You need that time. And as you do this, your money's going to increase. I can see y'all making more money. I can see you guys making money moves, like I was saying. It's going to look good. It's going to look good for you because that's the focus. All right, Virgo's next. Any Virgos in the room? I see that we got Gia here. Hello, hello. Thank you, Gia. Gia's so sweet. Gia says, Mika's always dropping divine wisdom and perspective. So soothing and helpful. You're so welcome. Thank you so much for your kind words and insights. I try my best. Look, I try. Hopefully the messages are well received tonight, and I hope you guys are enjoying this format and how we're doing things. If you guys are, hit the like button before you guys step out. I see some of you guys are going to be coming in and coming out as we go through all 12 zodiac signs, but we're rolling, y'all. We're already at to Virgo, and don't forget to rewind the tape because we've already done Aries all the way to Leo. So if you want to check out those signs, if you're just now coming to the live, rewind the tape, okay? All right, let's get to it. Start off with love for Virgo. See, we got Gia here, Tammy here, Lisa's here. Representing for Team Virgo. All right, let's start with love and then we'll go to money and career. All right, Spirit, tell me a little bit about Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the love situation that's coming towards Virgo the next 10 days. We have old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Okay. I'm gonna get some more before I say, look, before I say anything, let me get some more on this. This feels like somebody from your past, but before I even say anything, I want to get some more. But it definitely feels like somebody from your past. Coming on back. We got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Strength card. So for many of you guys, this is someone who comes in and out of your life, okay? Someone that you are very familiar with, okay? Someone that is, they can't get you out of their mind. No matter how much they try to erase you out of their mind, get past you, move on from their life, they think about the old memories. I think this is also a part of their guilt. Because when I have the Knight of Wands in the reverse to the Strength card, this has the energy of someone that I feel like is a player, right? They explore their options, they leave, and then they go out there and then they feel bad and then they want to come back. This person would tell you that they finally got the courage to come and approach you or contact you after spying on you, getting information on you. But they needed that break from this relationship in order to see your worth, your value, and they're kind of disappointed that they've missed out on this opportunity with you. This is definitely somebody, Virgo, that I truly feel like still has a fiery passion towards you, okay? Could be a fire sign, actually, Aries, Leo, Sag, or it could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So let's get some more on this person, y'all. Lord, Lord, Lord. What is this person's intentions towards Virgo? The devil. There it is. And the Nine of Pentacles. Y'all know who this person is. Some of y'all even called them the devil themselves. Some of y'all say, you a devil. Get away from me, demon. Y'all probably told, get away from me, Satan. Satan, step on back. This is somebody that's toxic, and they intend to continue to do what it is that they do. It's like the old saying, a leopard never changes their spots. They really need to look at their relationship more closely. But this is the problem with this person. Like, they look at it from a standpoint of what do they want? What do they need? You know, and they feel like their tactics, whatever that is, because it looks different for all of y'all. But whatever their tactics are that they've used from the past, they're thinking about it. And I'm hearing it's outdated. It's right here. It's outdated thinking. But they're so convinced. This person has a lot of balls that they can come in and intend to control the situation, control you and control the situation. That's what they think. Again, a leopard never changes their spots. Oh my gosh. Debbie says, yep, former Pisces just contacted me Saturday and Sunday. Yes, he's a player, not getting in my pants. I heard that. See, y'all think I'll be making this stuff up right here from a Virgo. I told y'all, this person is coming back after being in the streets, laying it low, spreading it wide, has the potential to be an emperor, but they want to be a player. Oh, player from the Himalayas. Oh, simp, something like a pimp. Man, what in the... Okay, let's see. What is this person's future actions gonna be towards Virgo? Because Virgo, I don't think you buying this. I think y'all kind of tired of this fool. What is Virgo's act? I mean, what is this person going to be towards actions? I can't even talk, y'all. Oh man, y'all got me cracking up. We got the Sun and we have the Lovers. It's really baffling to me how much heart this person has. They are so convinced that they can get you to fall in love with them again. They think they got it like that. Are you hearing me, Virgo? This person think they got you on lock. They said, I don't give a damn if I've been gone, because when I show back up, Virgo gonna drop them draws. Say what? That's what Virgo said. Say what? Yeah. Yeah. They feel like they just gotta, you know, reevaluate their old tactics. Maybe come in with a little bit of a different approach. I'm getting like a love bombing energy or something to get you to fall in love with them again. Like, wow. Wow. They've changed. It's like butterflies and rainbows. They want you to just fall hard. Drop your guard. Y'all see it. Get away from me, Satan. Y'all better tell them. Toxic. Toxicity at an all-time high. This is somebody that really just, I'm going to be honest. They love a single lifestyle. Y'all need to hear me. They love to be in a relationship, but they're addicted to being a player and being in control of you and all the other hoes. I'm not calling you a hoe, but I'm just saying. So don't be surprised and don't be fooled if this person reach out to you within the next 10 days. Some of y'all have actually heard from this person very recently, but it's going to be within within the vicinity. Unless you got this person blocked, right? Unless you got this person blocked, and you got to make sure that this person is not going to contact you. Debbie said, yeah, he is charming and bought me jewelry. Yep. So I want to see, how does Virgo feel about this person? You're heartbroken. Look at this. Poor Virgo. Look at y'all. Dang, Virgo. Yeah, this person disappointed you deeply. Like they broke your heart, possibly due to a third party. And you're just totally disappointed by this whole relationship. It's just a total failure. I'm getting like failure. It was a failure. And deep down, like you just want to like move forward. But when this person reaches out to you deep down, you're going to be confused. And you're also going to be like sad. You're going to be feeling confusion, sadness, anxiety. You're going to get a lot of feels. But what you won't forget is how this person made you feel when they betrayed you. And I want you to really hold on to that feeling, because I'm telling you, Virgo, this person is not changing. And do not let them come back and try to play you for a fool, because that's exactly what's about to happen. Debbie says, true, yes. Heartbroken. Cat B says, yup, he broke my little heart. Dang, Virgo. So yeah, that's who's coming towards you. Y'all may want to go ahead and block the number now. It doesn't mean this person can't contact you on WhatsApp, Google Voice, get on a social media app and try to DM you. You know, these toxic folks be trying it. They be reaching. The thirst be real. And that's what I feel like is happening here. That's what I feel like is happening here. All right, so let's look at your money and career. I see your question, dream of dark. Hold that thought. We'll get to the question after I get through the Virgo read. So just hold that question. I'll do my little TED talk about that in just a second. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Virgo's money and career. What's coming towards Virgo? Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Money and career the next 10 days. Look at this. Okay. Even though this person is going to break your heart, you can wipe your tears with dollar signs, boo. Look at this. Success. I love it. I love it. I love it. It says you are on the right track towards reaching your goals and success, choosing the right direction and actively overcoming any difficulty. So if you've experienced any recent difficulties in your money and your career, any setbacks, what have you, you're still going to have like blessings come and pour down when it comes to your money and career. And typically Virgos, y'all pretty good. Y'all pretty on it when it comes to the money. Y'all ain't got no to worry about. Just wipe your tears with dollar signs. It never disappoints you. It never disappoints you, right? All right, let's get some more on this success. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. What is this success that Virgo could be looking forward to in money and career, Spirit? We have temperance. Yes. Okay. All right. And the Four of Swords and the Three of Swords. So for a lot of you guys, I really feel like this is something that's going to actually make you feel like you're more back in control of your life. I know your love life feels like crap, but Spirit is saying your money and career is going to get stable. And this is part of the karmic justice that you need. Deep down, I think you guys are going to know like you're good. You're good if you got to be alone for a while. You're going to be definitely spiritually evolving and becoming this Empress if you're not that already, Virgo, which is secure, stable, abundant, have it all together, not needing to depend on anybody else. And there's no gender in tarot. But I really feel like for you, Virgo, this is you stepping into your power and really allowing yourself to just kind of separate from the things things or people that no longer serve you, and just focus more on what you actually want for yourself. And you're going to have much success. So say, for example, if you say, okay, well, I'm just going to focus on my money, your money's going to grow. Or say if you want to apply for this new job, it's going to fall through. You know, whatever this is that you feel like has not worked out for you in the past, it's definitely going to go. It's definitely going to go in the right direction. I definitely see that. And it's going to inspire you to feel strong and powerful and in control. And I know how it is with no shade, Virgo, but y'all like to be bossy. Y'all bossy. Look, I'm thinking of that song, Khalees. Diamonds on my neck, diamonds on my grill, diamonds on my neck, I'm bossy. What's that song? How that song go, y'all? I'm the one that brings the boys to the yard. Yeah, you gonna bring the boys to the yard because y'all gonna actually be the ones that guys are gonna look at you like, huh, okay. Virgo is a real catch over a real empress, okay, or a real emperor. Yeah, you're going to be so solid and so secure, like you're going to rise up and you're going to be more attractive. So yeah, yep. Said, yeah, I'm gonna put the look. I'm gonna put the link to the song, y'all. If y'all didn't see the Aquarius read I did the other day, I was getting a whole playlist. I said, why are all these songs coming in for Aquarius? So now I'm getting songs for Virgo out of nowhere. I wasn't getting no song channeling, but I'm getting I'm bossy. Some of y'all come here. Okay, I'm gonna put the song in the for those that don't know the song. Listen to the lyrics. That could be a message in there. Yep, yep. Debbie says, true for the Virgo read. Good alone, but want true love and companionship. Of course, of course. I think as humans, we actually truly want love. Yeah, no one wants to be alone. No one wants to be alone. Everybody wants love, but it all will unfold in divine timing. So don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. It's coming. It's coming. Cat B says, yay! Thank you, Lord. Glory. I'm shouting, hey, we doing good with our money. Yes. I'm so proud of you, Virgo. Moving on, putting those boundaries in place. Again, these karmics can't get enough, man. It's ridiculous. Yep, yep. All right, so let's see. I'm going to backpedal to a question that I got into the chat. And that was from Dream of Dark. Dream of Dark had a question, and I think this is a great question for us to dive into tonight to kind of really think about. And the question is there any clue on, no, that's not the question. Hold on, wait. Oh, here it is. How do I make him leave me alone? There we go. That's the question. Woo! So Dream of Dark wants to know, how do I make him leave me alone? So Dream of Dark wants to know, how do I get this past person to leave me alone? And I'm sure that's the number one question I get, because a lot of you guys honestly do not want your past person. You're like, listen, Meka, I've moved on. I don't want to deal with this person. I'm tired of this person coming up in my readings. I'm so tired of dealing with this energy. Like, can we please talk about new love? All right, so let's talk about it. In tarot, there are times where many times the energetic cord between you and a past person is not fully cut. And what that means is that you still have a strong hold either on your behalf or your person's behalf to each other. And so in order to cut the cord, or that energetic cord, there has to be the ability to let go. You have to really kind of trick your mind. The best way to describe it is tricking your mind to tell yourself, I'm done. I'm moving forward. I don't want no part of this. I don't want to deal with this. And you're going to have to transmute those thoughts, those feelings, those intentions, all that's attached to that other person that you're trying to let go, you got to release it. You got to release it. Now, some people will turn to cord cutting rituals. Now, if you don't know what that is, you're going to have to look into it. Everybody's not into doing rituals and cord cutting and all that, because now we're getting into actual rituals and, all that kind of stuff. And everybody's not into that. But some ways that you can really work on this in the 3D is transmuting your energy from a self. Because I don't like to really manipulate other people's energy. I'm big on this channel of what can you do for yourself? How can you work and improve yourself? And so to do that, I want you, collective, if you feel like there's still that connection, to transmute the energy. Don't look at their socials, right? If you have any pictures or any objects or anything from that past person, you need to remove that from your space, remove that from your energy. Anything that's tied to that person, you got to release it and get it out of your space. People use sage, Palo Santo, protection prayers, right? Sometimes people meditate and they believe that they have this protection or this orb around them to protect them from this person. But it's going to take time. It's going to take time. And depending on how long you were with the person, what that experience looked like, it's going to depend on how long it's going to take to totally cut that cord. And I always tell people, be careful with laying up with these people, because people don't realize, but X, I'm not trying to say the word, so I won't get flagged, but in the bedroom, laying up with somebody is creating a soul tie. Okay. And that is a way of actually connecting to somebody on a spiritual realm very deeply. Okay. So, for example, if you were engaging in those activities in the bedroom, the bond grows deeper. Okay. If you talk to the person, if you talk about the person, if you look at their socials, if you do anything that's giving that energy attention, you're almost practically calling it in. And it makes it very difficult for that energy to dissipate and get out of your space. Now, that is on your behalf. But remember, there's two people, all right? There's two people. So when it comes to your person, we don't know what they're doing. They could be doing spells. They could be doing binding spells. They can be a manipulator, and they can be sending you spells that way through their words, because words are spells. When people go and they gossip about you, they talk about you, they're speaking stuff over you. They can be even, I want to say the word, but pleasing themselves to you. That is a way to also call your energy in. And people who are very spiritually inclined, you may actually know how to really kind of push that energy away, but you may get downloads, or you may get nudges or pulls that person is, calling you in or tugging at you. And that's why I say it's so important to be able to transmute the energy and think of other things. So when that thought comes in, let me think of something else. Let me focus on my money. Let me focus on my career, or let me focus on a hobby or a passion or something else. If I'm focusing so much on that person, if I'm focusing on what they're doing, who they're with, what they up to, you're basically calling it in. You're basically calling it in. And that's why it's so important on this channel. I talk about it's so important for you to really work on yourself. And the more that you focus on that over time, that person, when you go no contact, and that's the best way too, do not engage, go no contact, cut them off on social, cut them off on phone calls, block them, and focus your energy on something else, which is you. Focus it on what you want. Now, here's another thing. that a lot of people don't understand and how to get them out of you, to leave you alone. When it comes to if you have not totally ended that energetic cycle, you can actually go from one relationship to the next and end up attracting another karmic just like your ex in different form if you have not totally learned the karmic lesson, meaning you have not learned to totally heal, transmute the energy, cut the cord, block it off, and move on and be cool and solid alone. If you get that desperate feeling, or I'm lonely, or I want somebody so bad, and all that, and you get in that very low space of I gotta have somebody, be ready, because you're about to subconsciously attract another karmic. And then you may actually attract the same person or another person that's like that person. Does that make sense? And so in that space, even if you've left the person, Spirit is giving you these readings to remind you to say, hey, dream of dark, remember about this past person so you don't repeat the lesson. It's almost like Spirit's talking to you and say, hey, remember, so you don't do this, so you don't get tempted, so you don't do this, and then if that person comes, you'll know what to do because you already know what it is. You see, you already know what it is. And you won't fall for the manipulation. You won't fall for the low vibing energies, the manipulators, the love bombers, the narcissists, the what have yous, because you'll be so spiritually enlightened and evolved and not desperate and not a pick me and all that, to the point where you'll realize, you know what? I'm good. And I'm willing to wait for the right person to come in. Now, I'm about to get to Libra reading, y'all, but just hold on. Let me just say this one thing. The most powerful space you can get into is raising your vibration. When you raise your vibration, you will tend to attract higher vibrating frequency. You give off high vibrating frequency in the way that you walk, the way you carry yourself, the way you respect yourself. And people that are of low vibing will naturally disappear because they already know they ain't got a chance in hell, because you're going to stop them from the jump. You're not going to allow the person to just come in and treat you any kind of way. The low vibing you would have allowed, you see what I'm saying? The low vibing frequency you would have allowed, oh, we're going to ignore the red flags. We're going to let this person get by. Or, I know they said, they don't have this, they don't have that, but we'll give them a chance. Or I know they cheated on me, but no. The higher vibing you are, the less BS you're going to tolerate from the gate. And you're okay to say, if God isn't ready to bless me with my husband right now, I'm okay with that because I'm good over here. I'm good over here. And that's the space that separates your empresses from your pages. You see what I'm saying? Your empresses are demanding only the best and respect because they're empresses, they're royalty, emperors. But pages are just like, oh, I don't know, I'm going to see, and then they end up in some stuff. And so that is how you can get those people and those low vibing karmics to get out of your way, because you will no longer invite that energy in. And lastly, book you a personal reading. Book you a personal reading, because sometimes if you are an empress or an emperor, these messages may or may not resonate with you. Seriously. A lot of times as a collective, these messages are for people who really need the message. It is a general reading, and I tell people all the time, if you want me to really dive deep into your unique situation, book a personal, because that way I can see really what is the message you need to hear. Specifically you, not the collective, but you. And then sometimes, depending on who's watching, sometimes the messages will apply, or it'll resonate for something you've already been through. And you're like, oh, Meka, I've already been through that. Well, great. You've passed the spiritual test. You get it. You got it. Great. Good. Okay. Now, your other Virgo friends need to hear this, because you already got it. And that's why I say I love doing lives, because people who need the messages can hear from people who've been through the experience that I'm reading and can really kind of like tell them, yeah, Meka ain't lying. Like, run, girl, run. Don't fall for it, right? All those things. Like I said, we're family here. We're here to support each other, and I'm here to uplift the collective. So I hope my TED Talk today gave you guys some insight and clarity on how this all works. Spirituality is very complex, but the higher vibing you are, the less karmic foolery you got to deal with. And trust me, the higher you are in frequency, sometimes the more challenging it is to find love, because as you can see, the dating pool is trash. But it doesn't mean your person isn't out there. You just got to be patient for it. You just got to be patient for it. All right, here we go. Libra. Libra's next. Thank you, Cat B. Meka is speaking truth. Yes. Yep. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie says, yes, these messages are very healing and help us grow. Absolutely. And that's what it's about. It's about growth, and love is hard. Love is one of those tricky subjects because some of us never really learned what healthy love looks like. And so we just sometimes equate love to trauma because that's familiar. And that is something that we have to look at too. Like, what was my childhood experience like? What did I see as an example of love? And is it really that love? Well, no, that's not love. So, all right. Thank you for joining my TED Talk. We got to move on, y'all. We got Libra next. I'll have that timestamp for those that want to replay that back to get that message again. Thank you for the great question that you provided us today, Dream of Dark. Sometimes I'll get those really deep questions or common questions, and I got to go on my tangent to just kind of clear the air, because a lot of y'all get in the comments and y'all be going like this, typing away. I'm so tired of hearing about the past person. I want to know about boo. You're not ready for new love yet. Okay? If your new person is coming, then they'll show up. But Spirit wants you to hear the message sometimes to remind you of the warning flags, or even the new person that does pop up. Is that really your person? Right? Okay. It's whatever comes through. It's whatever comes through. And it's a general reading. Okay. Libras are next. Let me get the right oracle deck and we're going to roll, y'all. We're going to roll. I love what Lisa says. Lisa's so sweet. She says, we are a high vibing soul tribe. We are, because Meka makes sure we are. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I love really serving and helping people. And that's what this is about. People put a bad stigma sometimes on tarot, but it really can be helpful if used the right way. And that is my mission, is using it to help people see the truth that doesn't meet the eye, so they can use that to kind of help them be able to learn, grow, and evolve and get to the, vibrational, spiritual level that they want to get to the right way. Yep. Awesome. All right, Libra, let's do this. Let's do this. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Libra, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. And we got a jumper about your love life coming towards you the next 10 days. We have poker face, taking a chance, risks and options, not showing hand, gambling. Okay. This is going to be a very mysterious person that you're going to be connecting to or already connecting to. You're not going to be able to know a lot about them. You're going to feel like, wait, there's something missing here. That's what you're going to tell yourself. Something's missing here. If this is a new person, you're going to feel like there's some information that they're not fully and openly, honestly sharing with you. And if this is a current relationship that you're in, you feel like they may be hiding something. Okay. Give me some more on this person. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Well, the good thing is, I feel like this is somebody that truly wants to see this relationship grow, but that's on the onset. But I think it comes to a staggering halt after a while. And it may be dealing with some type of trigger that they experience with you that kind of makes them say, oh, time to back it on up. Time to back it on up. And then it comes to a halt with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You see? So I want to look and see what actually happens, why this person honestly, truly wants to build, but then they go, whoop, back it on up. Why is that, Spirit? We have the Empress, and then we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Tell me about this Empress. You know what, Libra? I'm going to tell you right now, and you may not agree with this person. You may not agree with this person, but what I'm about to say is this is somebody that truly feels like you are not healed. They feel like you're heartbroken or you're still trying to get over something from your past. I mean, the Empress is Libra energy. So I know that's you. Okay. And even though you're coming across as someone who is potential wifey or somebody that they can secure a relationship with, what puts them at a staggering halt with you and why they start pulling their energy back is because they feel like you're not quite healed from your past relationship. And so because of that, it makes this person feel like they kind of need to drop you as an option and kind of focusing on their connection with someone else. There's this Queen of Cups. Tell me about this Queen of Cups. Yeah. All right. This person could be in a relationship with a water sign, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio you may not be aware of, or entertaining this person that they deem as a better option. So this is someone when you guys are dating, they could be outweighing their options and they realize, you know what, there's something significant about Libra that's not quite ready for what I'm ready for. And this doesn't necessarily mean that this is true. So don't be jumping in the comments and saying, no, I'm healed, I'm good. It just wasn't a good match for this person. They wasn't feeling it. Okay. I'm just put it out there like that. But they're going to give a love offer to this Queen of Cups. So I'm going to unpack this a little bit more because I'm nosy like that. Let's see how they feel about this. Let's look and see how this Queen of Cups feels about this person. That's what I want to see. How does this Queen of Cups feel about Libra's person? Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So this could be someone they've had a relationship with before or somebody that they have history with. And they could have abandoned this person or like had an off and on or something like that. And so I think what happened is they were trying to date you and then something happened with you and then they're going off to this other person. So when your person goes and reaches out to this Queen of Cups, this Queen of Cups is going to be confused like, well, dang, what do you want? And they're going to be trying to keep tabs on your person to see if it's worth manifesting a relationship with this person because they've been through a lot. You see the Ten of Wands, it's like your person's tired of your person, but they may consider giving it a chance. All right, let's see. Let's look at you, this Empress here. How does Libra feel about this person? 10 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. You actually wanted to work on this relationship. You're going to be very intrigued and you're very serious. But it's unfortunate because this person is going to, I feel like, ghost you or pull their energy back and or put their focus on someone else. So what do they actually want with Libra then, this person? Why did they even waste their time? 5 of Wands in the reverse and Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, you're dealing with a player. They just wanted to be in there for a fun time, not a long time. You know, they weren't planning to stay around long, Libra. This is somebody that really was trying to go towards their person. You know, Queen of Cups could be the mother of their children. Somebody that just takes really good care of your person. They really look out for them. And you're somebody who's strong, who's independent, who's self-sufficient. You don't come across as needy or clingy or somebody that really is desperate for love. You're like, hey, if it works out, great. If it doesn't, oh well. So that's what I have for you, Libra, on love. It looks like it's going to be a dud. It starts off okay, and then it just kind of flops. And if you're currently with this person, you know, it could be the other way around, where you are the Queen of Cups or you the Libra. I don't know. Just take it as it resonates. Or it just may not apply at all. All right, let's look at love. I mean, let's look at money. Let's look at money. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra's money the next 10 days, money and career. What can Libra look forward to? We have resources. And it says, use wisely and as needed. Be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. So I feel like as a collective, it's like almost telling everybody to save. I think we're just dealing with some really troubling times right now where anything can happen. So this may be a warning that you guys need to really save your money, really make sure you're looking out for yourself, because there could be something financial that you'll have to address in the next 10 days. And if you don't have your money for a rainy day, it can impact you in some type of way. So it's kind of a warning message. Yeah, with the Temperance in the reverse to the 3 of Swords. Yeah, your money and stuff is not going to be in the best of light the next 10 days. So this is definitely urging you, please, please, please save, save, save. Don't spend. And if you do this, it's actually going to be to your benefit. Now, what that actual emergency is, who knows? But be careful. Okay. All right. That's what I have for Libra. Good night, Debbie. Thank you so much for coming. Darlene says for the Libra read, I don't want I don't want them. They can stay confused over there. I do find independently blooming and growing. The right one will do right by me. God can keep me glowing. I heard that. Yes. All right. Scorpio's next. Scorpio, where you at? Any Scorpios in the room? Don't forget, guys, to like the video. Show your girls some love. Thank y'all so much for being here and hanging out with me, especially those that's been here since I first started the live. Wow. Got quite a bit of people here, but not enough likes. So hit that like button, y'all. Hit the like button. There's a lot of people here, not enough likes. It really does support. It's a free thing to do, y'all. And it really supports content creators by hitting likes. A lot of you guys I know watch my videos and don't hit the like button. And that kind of hurts the channel. So if you can, please hit the like button. And if you are here watching and hanging out and enjoying the content, um, don't hesitate to leave a comment or let me know what your thoughts are. I love to interact with you guys. All right, Scorpio, let's get it. Any Scorpios here? No Scorpios tonight? Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Where you at? All right. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's going to be coming towards Scorpio in love and romance the next 10 days. We got somebody chasing you. There it is, the chaser. Fear of abandonment, chasing codependencies. This is someone that you've disconnected from. Hey, Angel. And they don't want to lose you. This feels like somebody that is still in your energy and they feel like you're getting away. And it's going to be quite interesting to see how this person truly feels, what they intend to do in their future actions. So let's look and see. Tell me more about this chaser spirit. How do they truly feel about Scorpio? Yeah, King of Wands in the reverse and Five of Wands. A lot of competition in the way. Definitely getting player vibes. I'm getting someone that's in and out. They're not very consistent. And it's going to just lead to a lot of tension between you two. On your person's behalf, they're very angry that you have left them. They're actually kind of sad. They could have had definitely moments where they have cried and broken down and just like, man, why did I let Scorpio get away? What was I thinking? Could be a fire sign, Aquarius, Libra. I'm sorry, Aries, Leo, Sag, or an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This is somebody that's definitely been keeping tabs on you. They've been watching you, seeing what you've been up to, really in their energy, trying to learn and see how to best approach you. But they definitely do want to come towards you because they are very scared of losing you. So what is this person's intentions? Hey, George. Yeah, Six of Swords in the reverse and Ten of Swords in reverse. They don't want to let this relationship end. I think on your behalf, Scorpio, you may have tried your best to release this. And this person is not taking no for an answer. They don't want no. Yeah. Here's the problem. And this may have been the issue in the past. It's this Three of Pentacles in the reverse. And this tells me that this is someone that's very hard to work with. They're not a team player. They move at their own agenda. They don't like to be told what to do. They like to just kind of do as they please when they want to do it. And for you, Scorpio, that's problematic because it's like, hey, what about me? Right? You've been telling this person, listen, if we're in a relationship, that means you're going to have to get off of your ass and you're actually going to have to put in some work. And this is someone that refuses to put in the work. And when I say put in the work, I'm talking about someone that's willing to truly work towards building something amazing with you. They're always, treating it as if their own needs, their own wants is so important. But yet, they're going to play the victim as if you abandoned them. It's your fault. You're the problem. Instead of going within and saying they have led to the problem of you leaving. They have not contributed to the relationship. So y'all following me? It feels like this is someone blaming you when in all reality, they've created this mess for themselves. So what is their future actions going to be towards Scorpio? Queen of Pentacles and the Magician. I'm getting the energy of you, Scorpio, exuding this Queen of Pentacles energy. And you are very desirable by this person at this time. You definitely are showing up as someone very stable, very abundant, have it all together, really showing up in a space of not necessarily needing this person. And that is taking a big blow to this person's ego. But yet at the same time, it's turning this person on. Okay. They want you because it's like, wow, Scorpio is the shit. Well, right? So with the Four of Cups, here's the problem. The problem is this person, again, likes their freedom. They don't like to be told how to move in the relationship, how to show up. They've pushed your love away, and I think they will continue to show up in a very similar energy. Even if they've noticed that you're not putting up with this. And Scorpio, I don't know if the cross watcher needs to hear this, but you are definitely a fixed sign. You are not moving on what you believe. And you need this person to understand the assignment. They don't quite understand the assignment that they got to put in work. And it's just not working. And so now this person, and you just left. And so now this person chases. I want to see how you feel. Because this is giving me a headache at this point. This person is just wasting their time, especially with a Scorpio, because I already know how y'all operate. Y'all not playing with this fool. How does Scorpio feel about this person? Knight of Cups and Two of Swords in reverse. You know, you don't know if you can trust their love offer. Do you still have subconscious feelings for this person? Of course, but you're not sure if you can trust it because of the pain. Because of the pain that this person has caused you in the past. I feel like this was a breakup that has really hurt you deeply. And as much as you didn't really necessarily want to leave this person left you with no choice. And now you have no choice but to wear this mask of saying, I gotta move forward because it's not serving me. You can't be a part of something that's not giving you anything that you're benefiting from. But it's going to definitely put you in your head. Especially considering with the Seven of Cups in the reverse to the Chariot in reverse, there's a part of you that feels like, well, maybe I need to consider this person because I'm not having luck elsewhere. I think ultimately, though, what you're going to do is not give this person a love offer. You're going to think about it, but do I see you taking action towards connecting or reconnecting with this person? I don't see that. And the reason why is because, Scorpio, you're in a space right now where you're just really trying to heal. And you don't really want to reunite with this person with the Three of Cups in the reverse. Okay. So that's what I have for you on this past person that's going to possibly come up out of the shadows from behind the bushes, stalking you. Y'all know the roles can be reversed in these readings, but that's what I have. Let's look at your money and career, Scorpio. See what we got. Hey, Toya. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpio. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about Scorpio's money and career these next 10 days. Look at this. You got many options, Scorpio. But that's what I'm saying. You will have the options, but you're not going to be possibly satisfied with these options. Even though this is a money and career reading, we're still talking about love. Yep. And it says, look at all these options. So I think Spirit is saying, like, you're doing fine with your money. You're doing fine with your career. You may need to put more focus on your love life and get out there and start investing in that. It says opportunities around when you're in a dilemma. All roads lead to Rome. Yeah. So go out there, get from underneath the rock, and start dating these people and see what else is out here. Oh man. What is this many options? Yeah. Look at this, the Wheel of Fortune. So that's what I'm saying. It's like you have good karma on your side, Scorpio. And as much as you may not believe this, you're going to be fine. You're going to be good. You're going to be good. You just need to make sure your next person that you invest in is going to invest in you. Okay. So it may seem a bit selfish, but you got to put yourself first. And that's why this is coming up in a money reading, because you need to look at somebody who's going to pour into you, invest in you. And it doesn't necessarily have to talk about money, but what can they offer you? You know, I think in the past relationships, you may have given more than what those people deserve. And this is saying, hey, pay attention to the red flags. If you have these options, what are they giving to you? Yeah. And don't be hesitant to reach out to them. I know it's gonna seem very random, Knight of Swords, but you're definitely going to get a lot of attention from people. I'm getting like a lot of you guys may meet these people online. Um, I'm getting social media DMs, what have you. I'm getting a lot of stuff like messages. I'm getting like messages. So yeah, just be wise about it. Don't act impulsively, even though the Knight of Swords is a very impulsive card. Yeah, make sure you have a plan, because some of you guys will definitely choose the wrong person, like if you don't think it through about what you can benefit from that person. So really listen to what that person's saying that they have going on. And one thing I've noticed about dating stable people is these are people that have enough going on in their own space where they don't really need anybody else. Those are the type of people you want to attract. People who are solid and whole and got it going on by themselves. You got it going on by yourself, and y'all come together and you like Beyonce and Jay-Z, you know, y'all build something amazing together. That's what you want. You don't want somebody that got their hand out. That is a no. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Looks like money and career is fine. Spirit wants you to just focus more on your love life. You got to get from under your rock. Sagittarius, you're next. Saggy Waggy is next. Where you at? Don't forget, guys, to like the video, leave a comment, especially if you're watching the recording, and subscribe. As you see in the scroll down below for my new people, every single month I do pick one lucky winner for a free personal tarot reading. So at the end of this month, we'll pick our next winner. But yeah, it's a lot of y'all in the room. Why y'all not hitting the like button? Hit the like button, y'all. Come on now. Come on now. Woohoo! Saggy's up. Bree says, we up, we up. The vape on me, representing for Team Saggy. TB is here. Yay! King Bruzy, what up, what up? Nana, what up? Okay, okay, okay. Aqua vibes, patiently waiting for Aqua's past person. Now listen now, we not claiming that. We rebuke it. We rebuke it in the name of Jesus. We rebuke it. We rebuke it. Aqua gang, we rebuke it. We don't want no past person in the aqua read. We don't want the past person in the aqua read. I can't control the messages, aqua gang. Sit tight. We gonna see what we got when it's time. All right, let's get it, y'all. Good to see you, Aqua Vibes. Hey, Richard, what up, what up? Richard's right on time for the Saggy reads. I heard that. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Who's going to be coming towards Sagittarius in love and romance the next 10 days? We have not enough, lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego and fear and frustrations. All right. Before I even say what I want to say, I'm going to get some tarot on this. It definitely is giving me past person vibes. Someone that's in karmic prison, racked up enough karmic debt. If y'all look at your phone, you see this person, you see how they're blindfolded and tied up. It gives me the energy of like the 8 of Swords. And I feel like because you've pulled your energy back, this person has had an ego death. They feel like they don't have the confidence or the ability to get you back, but they can't get you off of their head. They can't stop replaying what they've done to ruin this relationship. And so now it's a lot of fear that's brewing up in this person's mind about this relationship. So they may show up. Let's see. Lord. Yep. 5 of Wands in reverse. You can't make it up. They want to make amends. They want to stop the beef. And they want to recover this relationship. But with the 6 of Wands underneath the deck, is pride and ego getting in the way. This person is definitely stuck in their ego. They not dare come to you, Sagittarius, and take accountability. They not dare tell you where they went wrong, how they want to make this right. They not dare really reach out to you and say, you know what, Sagittarius, I should have treated you better. Because they're selfish. It's all about them. They're the victim of the century. It's right here. They're the victim. That's what they feel like. So how does this person truly feel about Sagittarius, even though they're not saying much? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and 4 of Wands. This is someone that's really working on improving themselves so they can build their confidence to come back home, I'm getting. They look at you as home, family. This person could have lived with you or you guys could have lived together. They want to come back home, I'm hearing. Yep. And this person feels like they need to give you more than what they've given you in the past. So this is the part of the reading where I feel like you may have given this person way more than they deserved. And they're realizing that you've pulled your energy back because they just weren't giving you enough. And so now they feel like, well, dang, I'm such a failure. I'm not enough and blah, 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 you know. Okay. And they're upset. They're more upset at themselves than you, but they would not say that out loud. What is this person's intentions with Sagittarius? The Magician in the reverse and the 8 of Cups in the reverse. Why the Magician in reverse? Well, it's because this person is emotionally unavailable. They're trying to protect themselves. So they're going to definitely give off the impression that they don't care when they really do. They're going to pretend like, you know, they are fine without you. But the truth is, this is somebody that is very emotionally insecure, lacks a lot of confidence, and instead of being really in tune with their emotions, they've suppressed them so much and for so long. It's really difficult for this person to just say, I love you. It's so difficult for this person to take accountability. It almost feels like the energy of someone that just rather lose you than to just be a decent human being and say, I was wrong. Let me make it right. Let me put in the work. So what they plan to do or intend to do, honestly, is just kind of wait to see what you're going to do. Yeah. But they're losing hope day by day because what's happening is you're not budging. You're not in a space of wanting to chase them. And that's problematic. They've been waiting for some time. Some of you guys have been separated from this person for some time now, months, weeks. It's been some time. It's not like this just happened. So what action is this person going to take towards Sagittarius? We have the Empress and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. They're going to give you false hope that this relationship is going to grow and develop into this abundant opportunity. It's a bunch of BS, and y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what this person is about. And it has a lot to do with fear. This person lets their pride and ego and fear get in the way of love. See that? The lovers, they want to be in a connection with you, but they don't realize that their actions are definitely causing you to pull your energy back. And for a lot of you Sagittarius, with the lovers to the Seven of Cups, this person still doesn't know what they honestly want to do with this relationship. They're like, I don't know. I don't know what actions to take. I don't know if I want to do this or do that, or should I, they're just wasting time overthinking it. And then they're stalking you all the while. They're good. Their actions are to stalk you, to still think, but they're in your energy because what spirit wants you to know is, for some of you guys, this person will reach out to you, or you'll catch this person spying on you. Okay. That's what I'm getting. Some of you guys may catch this person. How does Sagittarius feel about this person? You're done. You don't want to work on this thing. Why? For some of you guys, you don't want to work on it because this person really made you feel like you can't trust them. You can't trust them with your heart, with your emotions. You feel like, what's the point? It's never going to really work. Even if you were to be in a relationship with this person, you wouldn't be confident that it would work. It would always be you like, okay, we'll see. We shall see. So I don't see you actually investing in this at all. I just see a lot of you guys just kind of trying to move on from this. Yeah. This person, again, could be, like I say, we got air and we have fire predominantly in the reading. All right, let's look at your money and career, Sagittarius. See what we got. All right, Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius's money and career the next 10 days. What's coming towards Sagittarius in money and career the next 10 days, Spirit? We have celebration. Woohoo! It says plan for a joyful future. Kick off the party activities and have a great time. Let loose. Go out, have some fun. Do something that you enjoy, Sagittarius. I think this is a time for you to get out, interact with other people, socialize. It'll uplift your spirit. So using your money to do something fun. I'm getting, go out and do something fun for yourself to where you're going to have a lot of fun. And I think this is actually going to uplift your spirits, your esteem. And it's going to actually cause you to feel better. Yeah. Because a lot of you guys are not getting a lot of attention from a lot of people right now anyway, when it comes to interactions. So that's what Spirit is saying. Like you really need to focus on that. Yeah. A lot of you guys need to drop your guard and stop being so guarded from people and just kind of like get out and have a good time. And of course, don't be balling out. Don't be in a VIP section at the club because this is like somebody at a club or a lounge or something. Don't be in a VIP section. You won't be able to pay your rent or something. Is there anything else they need to know about money and career? Yeah, you just need to let loose. I think some of you guys are just a little stressed. So you need to release a little bit of stress. And that's just having fun. Good old fashioned fun. Yeah, that's gonna make you really happy. That's gonna make you really happy. And it'll also have you kind of clear your mind. I think you've been taking a lot of time to just be in solitude or separate yourself from a lot of people. You may have been so busy in work and career, just doing a lot of stuff that doesn't really help your social life. So Spirit is saying get away from work and actually get out and have a little fun. All right, we got Capricorn next. Let me know if it resonates, Saggy. Any Capricorns in the room? Capricorn. See, we got Lisa here ready with the cap and the corn. Hey guys, happy Cappy. Let's see what's coming towards you next 10 days in love. And then we'll do your money. You're welcome for the Saggy read. You're welcome. You're welcome. Nina's here for Cappy. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Capricorn. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the love that's coming towards Capricorn the next 10 days. Ooh, we got twin flames. Yin and yang in balance. Union and duality, complement, and polar opposites. You got somebody that's coming towards you that I feel like is going to be someone that is very much compatible with you. But it's going to be in a way that is also incompatible at the same time. But it's like, when you have a negative and a positive and you bring those together, it's like a perfect fit. So what I'm hearing is someone that is possibly going to be unexpected, but it's actually going to feel pretty good. It's a good connection. I feel like it's going to be strong between you two. Sometimes these twin flames, though, are very, very hard to deal with. So let's unpack it and let's see what we get. Okay. Because sometimes twin flames is not all butterflies and rainbows. All right. Spirit, tell me about this person, the twin flame coming towards Capricorn. We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Page of Wands. So this is someone that I feel, there could be the desire to really want to communicate with you and take action, but they're going to do it in a very calculated approach. And I want to see why. Okay. Because they're still trying to get over something from their past. and they don't know what's going to happen here with you. So what I'm getting is if this is a new person, they're still getting over their past, just like all the rest of all these other people, but they're going to explore their options with you with a very guarded energy. So it feels like something that's going to be very slow. It's going to be light, it's going to be fun, but it's also going to be very hard for you to experience Capricorn because you're going to feel like, hey, are we building something or what? If this is a past person, they want to break no contact and they really want to try to build something with you. They want to move on from the past, sweep things under the rug, and have a fresh start. What does this person intend to do with Capricorn? King of Wands and Four of Pentacles in reverse. So this person intends to continue to make the effort. That's what I'm getting. I'm not getting someone that just is not making effort, but the progress is going to be very slow. I'm not getting progression very fast, but they want to do whatever they can to keep you in their life. But you see this with the strength in reverse, they intend to go towards you, but their confidence isn't there. And that's kind of what I'm getting. Someone guarded, someone not so confident, someone that's kind of standing back. Okay, let me look at that. Why is this person so scared to just open up, take action, address this? Why? Ten of Cups in the reverse and Nine of Swords. You see, they're hurt from their past. It keeps coming up. And y'all, we did a Capricorn read the other day, and I think this energy was coming through as well in that reading. So if you watch that, y'all let me know. Was it the same kind of energy? I'm still picking up this person, if that's the case. Yeah, their future actions is delays. This person is going to take their sweet time with offering you a relationship. And the roles can be reversed in these readings. So how will Capricorn feel about all this? Eight of Cups and Five of Cups in the reverse. You're going to just say, you know what? You know what? I can't do it. Capricorn, you're going to just say, I can't do this. And the reason why you can't is because you are definitely in a space where you ain't got time to sit back and wait on somebody to figure out what they want. This person is showing up as a Page of Wands. And remember that a Page of Wands is someone who is still learning. Like they're still like, okay, well, it's fun to be here, but let's just see. Like you ain't got time for that. What do you mean with let's just see? You don't know. What the? Yeah. You want somebody that's about action. Yeah. And so you're going to drop the burden with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Like for some time, I'm getting Capricorn. You'll entertain them, but you're going to be going back and forth like, should I keep this person? You know what? I'm tired. Bye. Bloop. And you're going to drop it and you're going to focus on something else. Yeah, Lisa says, yes, it's my same person. 45 years of that person. Dang, girl. Dang. Yep, this person could be. I'm getting a lot of fire here. Aries, Leo, Sag. A lot of water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Could be anybody, of course. I also got Aquarius, but it can be anybody. And Gemini. All right, let's look at your money and career, Capricorn. But you see that with the twin flame, you see what I'm saying? How twin flame journey, it looks like you guys are destined to be together, but this person is making it difficult for y'all to come into union this lifetime. So there you go. All right. Yeah, Toya says definitely the same energy. Yeah, yeah. So that means if the messages repeat like that and I'm getting different decks, that means that it's definitely it's definitely a true energy read. Like I'm really picking up on it for somebody that keeps watching and they need the message. Okay, so let's look at your money and career, Capricorn, the next 10 days. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Capricorn, money and career. What's coming towards them in money and career the next 10 days? Okay, we have gambling. It says don't risk too much. So it says excessive gambling can have dangerous consequences. So some of you guys are taking some risk on your finances, whether it be investing in something you don't know how it's going to turn out, whether it be an actual gambling issue you have, or whether it be, we'll see. Be careful. This is kind of a warning message. Be careful with what you put your money into that could be risky. As you guys know, even the stock market can be a very risky thing. So Spirit is warning you to be careful of taking any major financial risk at this time. If you do have to take a risk, just don't risk too much. That's the message, because it can definitely turn out to be something that's not in your favor. But it may be. It's just saying it can go both ways, okay? Give me some more on this. Yeah. You need to make sure whatever you're putting out that you actually get a return on your investment with the Six of Pentacles. Something that you can trust, because with the Six of Pentacles to the Two of Cups in reverse, I feel like you guys are not even confident about this risk. Okay? So whatever you're actually putting your money out into, or say if it's a new job and you're like, I don't know about this job, like don't risk it. Like make sure you feel confident and make sure it's something you understand. So you're not in a predicament where you're trying to manipulate the energy to defend it and make it seem like it's really something that it's actually not. You got to be really honest with yourself and outweigh your pros and cons. Okay. All right. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. Okay. Alexia says she won 8,000 at the casino. I get lucky. Awesome. That's awesome. But it's risky though. So it's saying even if you do gamble or whatever you're doing, just don't put too much into it. Like keep it, keep it as simple as possible. Don't do too much. Don't be doing too much. Nature's Finest says, Tarot has helped me in so many ways. Thanks, Meka, for the Libra read. You're so welcome, Nature's Finest. I'm so glad my channel and just tarot in general has helped you. It's helped me as a tarot fan myself, and also enhance my spiritual gift in order to help uplift the collective. So I'm so glad that it's helped you, and I look forward to continuing to keep this thing going. But in order to do so, I need you guys to hit the like button. So many people here, but not all of y'all are hitting likes. So make sure that you guys hit the like button, show your girls some love and support before you guys head on out. It would be greatly appreciated. All right, Aqua, let's get into it. Aqua Vibes has been waiting patiently. Your girl Meka's been waiting patiently. Let's see what we got tonight. Oh my gosh. All right. Alexis says, yes, I do, just trying to buy another house. Thank you for the reading. You're welcome. Fred, hey Fred. Man, Fred, we haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you come back. Thank you so much, Fred, for coming out tonight. We got D. Scott, we got Shelly, we got Alexis saying hit the like button. We got Carmel 707, Kita saying, hey, beautiful souls. We got Sierra saying, yay, it's time for the aqua read. And look at Fred. Fred. Look at Fred. Fred coming through. Fred coming through already. About to make me cry. Thank you so much, Fred. Oh, Fred, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. So Fred, I'm gonna do a reading for you after Pisces. If you have a question you want me to do, get your question ready, okay? So after Pisces, get ready for your question, okay? If you want me to do a reading after Pisces for you, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much, Fred. I appreciate you. Very much appreciated. For those that don't know, anytime you guys contribute to the channel, it goes right back into supplies, different things that I use to keep the channel going. As y'all know, different softwares I use, different subscriptions to different things to keep things going. It's a lot to it that content creators put out financially to create content, especially tarot readers, because we have to get the cards, with the audio, we got to get the mics, we got to get lighting equipment, different things like that. You see, I got my candles, got my crystals, got my sage. So yeah, I don't have to do a reading. It's for you. Thank you so much, Fred. I appreciate it. I'll give me some coffee. How about that? I'll use it to go ahead and treat myself to some Starbucks tomorrow morning on you. Thank you so much, Fred. I appreciate it. All right, Aquarius, let's get right into the read. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about the person that's going to be coming towards Aquarius in love and romance the next 10 days. We have self-indulgence, self-worth and value, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Y'all see it. It's all about you, boo. It's about self-love, self-care, self-indulgent. I think the next 10 days, you're just going to be taking care of yourself and loving yourself, pouring into yourself and healing yourself. I think that this is a period in time, Aquarius, where a lot of you guys just really don't want to be bothered by the foolery. And I don't blame you. When it comes to love at this point, a lot of y'all like it's time to go under a rock and not deal with foolishness because it's rough outside. But I'm going to just say this, Aquarius. We tend to be that sign that is okay with being alone, and that is totally okay. But I say this, don't give up on love. Even though this is important, this is a priority. I'm talking to you, Aqua, and I'm even talking to myself because as y'all know, I'm an Aqua, Sun, and Venus. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on love, even though these folks be stressing Aqua out. Don't give up on love. All right. All right, let's get some more on it. Spirit, tell me a little bit more about self-indulgence. What does Aquarius need to know about this? Six of Pentacles, the Strength in the reverse, and the Three of Swords. In the recent past, Aquarius, there's a part of you that was being very, very generous to someone who really took you for granted. Okay, this could have been a player, someone that was in and out of your life. It could have been a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I'm getting also possible air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Whoever this person was, though, I really feel like this is someone that just always expected you to give, 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 give. And as the humanitarian spirit that you had to take control of your life. And that is exactly where you are now. You're in a space of this emperor energy. And it doesn't matter the gender in tarot, because if you're a feminine or a masculine, I see you standing on business. The emperor is somebody that is about respect. And I'm getting with this chess piece right here. This is like your way of saying checkmate, bitch, to your person, right? Like, watch me work. So a lot of you guys are definitely focusing on taking the lead. I'm also getting with this emperor energy of a lot of you guys exuding a lot of leadership qualities. So I can see a lot of you guys just subtly rising to your power after this experience. Mm-hmm. And there could have been a moment where you've given this person opportunities to redeem themselves, but it just never really worked. That's in the recent past. Now, in the current energy, you're showing up as the Strength in the reverse. And this is the energy of someone that is still wounded, still hurt. And that's why the message is for you to continue to work on your healing. Because as you guys know, whatever this person that we're talking about that's coming up in your reading has done to you was devastating. Devastating. So it's not easy for you to just move on and just go about your business and be open and vulnerable and be willing to trust the next person to come in and just tap dance on your heart, you know. And for a lot of you Aquariuses, you're like Fred, you know, your heart is in a treasure chest with a padlock and chain. Okay. And that's where we got to do the healing. And I say we because I understand. I totally get it. It's so easy to just get into another relationship for a lot of other signs. But for you, Aquarius, it's not so easy because you're not the type of person who just gives your love to just anybody. It's almost like you have to be on the VIP list to even talk to Aqua like that on that level, for real. So the fact that this person may have done something so painful, it's a hard thing for you energetically to let go. And you know where it shows up most? In your head. With the Ten of Swords in the reverse, this is where Spirit is asking you, you got to stop thinking about this person. You got to start ruminating. You got to stop going back and forth in your mind about, what if, what have you, replaying things in your head. And what you got to do is you got to be able to get to a space of saying, I forgive myself. I forgive this person. I release it in love and light, and I'm ready to move forward. Because the Page of Cups is an apology card. But I don't think this apology card is for your person. I think it's more so for you, Aquarius. Aquarius, you can be very hard on yourself. You can be very hard on yourself. And I think with this Queen of Wands, this is saying, and this is a friendly reminder of how much fight you have within you to go for what you actually want. But first, you got to forgive yourself so you can have that fire, that passion, that determination to go for what you want. A lot of you Aquariuses are looking good these days, boo. Queen of Wands is very sexy, okay? Some of you guys can be intuitive, but whatever it is, you have the power to attract what you want. And you may not know that, but Spirit wants to remind you of that in this space, in this energy, because you're doing the work. You're doing the work. So with the Three of Swords to the Eight of Swords, we got to get out of our head about the heartbreak. You guys are overthinking. You're creating your own karmic prison in your head because you can't get out of your mind. Now, Aquarius, we are an air sign. We are overthinkers because we're very logical. And being that very logical, very smart side, you want to get all the facts. You want to be able to figure it out, solve the equation, figure out, okay, when this person did this at this time, I remember seeing like a meme of somebody having like a detective where they have all the pictures of the crimes and the pictures of the possible suspects and all that kind of stuff. And then they're got the strings. That's your mind. That's how you feel about this past relationship. And that's where Spirit's saying you got to move on. And look, you got to move on, boo. You got to move on. So if you have not watched my TED Talk, and I will have a timestamp, Aquarius, go back and click on that link. It says Meka Talks about cutting the cord. Okay, that's what I'm gonna title. Meka Talks about cutting the cord. I want you to click on that timestamp and I want you to watch that so you can learn how to move on from a very karmic connection that has a grip on you that's preventing you from forward movement. And even if in the 3D, you're like, I'm good, I'm fine, you're strong, you got it all together. The problem is you're a marshmallow on the inside. And your feelings are hurt, you're upset, you're frustrated, and you just don't want to deal with people right now. You're in your spaceship on a whole nother planet and don't want to be bothered. And that's where Spirit said, okay, all right, Aquarius. So you've got to definitely spend some time to come back down to planet Earth, deal with Earth. I know Earth is so ghetto, but you got to at some point, okay? All right. So, so any last words of advice for Aquarius on this? Because it's all about Aqua in this read. Because it seems like you guys are single anyway. We got the Sun and the Page of Swords. If this is your reading, you're single. So we have the Sun and the Page of Swords. Seek knowledge and wisdom, which Aquarius is good at that, about what you actually need to do moving forward. So whether it's educating yourself on how to cut the cord, how to break soul ties, you know, how to move on from this. And also take the time to learn about what you want to attract moving forward if you're interested in love. Look at that. Underneath the deck, we have the Lovers and the Devil in the reverse. This is somebody that you had a strong bond with. It was karmically written in the stars, in the ethers, in the universe for y'all to come together with this person so you can go through this dark night of the soul. But you got to break free so you can go to the next spiritual level. And some of you Aquariuses have moved past this. So that's where we are. So let's go to money and career. Aqua gang, gang, gang. Let's see what we got. Keita said, I'm not a fan of humans though. I don't think any Aquarius is real fans of people, especially when you get disrespected. You really be like, you know what? It's time to go under a rock and hide. Totally get the energy, y'all. I totally understand. I'm the same way. I don't got time for the foolery. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquarius money and career. What's coming towards Aquarius and money and career the next 10 days? We have direction. It says plan where you want to be. Yeah, it's time to make some plans, Aquarius. Do not deviate from your path. Attract a mentor if necessary. So a lot of you guys actually have goals or ideas in mind of where you want to go. So I feel like for a lot of you Aquariuses, you're content, but you also want to keep going. You want to take where you are to the next level. And Spirit is saying, keep going, keep learning, keep evolving, even if you have to connect with people that are successful so you can learn from them, or they can direct you or guide you, or people you can network with. As you guys know, on this platform on YouTube, there's so much information, right? So whatever your interests are when it comes to career, money, or the how-tos of how to take your business or your current situation to the next level, do that. That is what I feel like you're going to be doing anyway. It's really just kind of like brainstorming some new ideas, stepping out of your comfort zone, which is not bad at all. Yep, yep, yep. So let's see what this is going to lead to. Stepping into this new direction, plan where you want to be. We have Seven of Swords in the reverse, and then we have the Lovers in reverse. You're selling yourself short, Aquarius. You're not content where you are. Yeah. So I think what Spirit is asking you to do is really be clear and honest about, what do you actually want? What are you looking for? And follow your passion. What makes you wake up every single day and feel excited? to go towards it. That's the thing that Spirit is advising you to really focus on. And how can you build that and make it better? So, for example, if you work for someone and you're not content there, well, what are some things that like what are other job opportunities that you can go and look into? Um, if you're actually having your own business and you want to take your business to the next level, do some research, or what are some things you can do to change the game to make it grow? If it's just your money in general and you want to make it better, well, what are some things you can do to learn how to save and budget better and have your money grow? You may need to contact a financial advisor or a financial guru, or improve your financial literacy skills, things like that. So whatever that is, whatever you're planning to do, whatever your goal is, definitely consider going towards what you want and where you want to be. All right. That's where we are with it, Aquarius. Let me know if it resonates. Thank you, Aqua Gang, for your insight and input. Good to see you all. Thank you again, Fred, so much for sponsoring today's read. I appreciate you so, so much. And big shout out to all of my fellow Soul Tribe members that are supporting the channel, and any contributors that support the channel, man. Any contribution, big or small, it's so much appreciated. Thank you guys so much. Hey Tristan, good to see you, love. She says she's late, but she's representing for Aqua Gang. Much love. Much love, girl. Much love. Maya says, yeah, the Aqua read definitely resonates. Thank you. You're welcome. D Scott says, you're amazing, Meka. Thank you. With the hearts. You're welcome, D. Thank you, thank you, thank you, D Scott. Thank you. Carmel 707 says, resonate 100. All right, Aqua Gang. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. And listen, Aquas, if you have not checked out that Aquarius reading I did the other day, I think it was yesterday, that Aqua reading was off the chain. Please go back and watch it. It was so much fun and funny. And it had me rambling, but it was funny. So check it out. All right, Pisces, you're up next. So Pearl has a question. You said, when watching tarot for love, which sign should one focus on more? The sun, the moon, rising, or Venus sign? I sometimes get confused when I consider all four signs. Well, it's kind of hard to say, but if you know anything about natal chart placements and the different placements as far as zodiac signs go and all that kind of stuff, you know, your sun sign is going to be your birth sign, right? Your moon is more in tune with your emotions. And then your, let's see, what do we got? Sun, moon, rising sign. Let me see. Rising is more connected to, I gotta look it up, y'all. I'm not good with astrology. Your first impression, and then you have your Venus sign. So I'm gonna just say this, and this is just my interpretation. You just have to listen to your intuition. Because me as a tarot fan and just like doing readings on myself, um, I find that the most accurate readings, honestly, are when I just focus specifically on a client, or focus, like if I do a reading on myself, focus on myself. So, in other words, these are general readings. And I talked about this earlier. So, it's not really about what resonates more, it's more so about what do you intuitively feel like fits your situation, because everybody's situation is different. And so I have had instances where my sun reading resonates with me and my rising reading resonates with me, then my moon doesn't, or Maybe my Venus resonates with me as well as my rising, but then my sun and my moon doesn't. It just depends. It just depends. But I always say if you book a personal reading with a tarot reader and they're really good at what they do, to me, that's directly towards you. And that's where it's like there is no background energy, meaning there's no collective energy that the reader's picking up. It's just focusing specifically on you, your situation, and your question. But when you're dealing with a collective, it's kind of iffy. And that's why you'll hear every single tarot reader say, it may or may not resonate with you. And, we get people that watch these readings and they're like, okay, I was telling you guys in my little TED talk earlier, I already went through that. I don't want to hear about the past person. Well, time is fluid. So it may or may not resonate with you at this time, but it could resonate in the past, or it may have not happened yet and it can happen in the future. So that's why general readings are kind of iffy. And that's why as readers, we just say, check all the signs. There's no particular answer for that. It just depends. And it also just depends on whatever that reader's picking up. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But as far as like actually what would resonate more, it just varies. And I can say that's for a fact because even as a fan, I've noticed it happen. Like sometimes it'll be the sun, sometimes it's the rising, sometimes it's multiple. If they're a good reader, sometimes all of it'll resonate. You'll be like, dang. So, yeah. Fred says, I've been told your Venus, but mine's is sun and moon that resonates the most. You see what I'm saying? So it just depends. Yep, yep. So yeah. Sierra says with the Aquarius reading, thank you for the Aquarius reading. It resonated with me deeply. I need to energetically let go of someone who really hurt me. I've convinced myself that I'm fine since I cut off all communication. Right. But then there's that subconscious talk that a lot of us have going on, especially if you're an air sign. A lot of times those air signs, especially Aquarius is one of those signs that can like say, okay, well, I'm gonna cut them off. But really, even though you're not talking to them, it doesn't mean that you don't think about them, and it doesn't mean that your feelings aren't still there. And it's because Aquarius, when you love hard. And a lot of people think Aquarius isn't an emotional sign, but Aquarius is a very emotional side. You just don't really show it. You have like you just have a good mask you wear to the world to make people feel like you don't care. But Aquarius, you ain't fooling me because I already know. But people would never know. People would never know. You could be feeling like crap, Aquarius, and nobody would know. Nobody would know. And that's why the Seven of Swords is associated with Aquarius, because you can give off the impression everything's fine, but you really dying on the inside. And it's not being manipulative or anything. It's just like Aquarius just psychs yourself out mentally to say, well, I don't need to think about it. I just need to just keep moving. But you really haven't dealt with it. And there's a difference between cutting it off and putting it in the back of your mind and just moving forward versus actually unpacking it and making peace with it, forgiving yourself, forgiving the situation so you can move forward. It's work. It's hard. It's a hard thing to do. Very hard. Yep. All right, Pisces. With all that, we got to keep going, y'all. Sorry, I couldn't give you a direct answer, Pearl, but I hope the answer I gave you helped a little bit, give you some clarity. Do know, like Lisa says, these are general readings. And as a tarot reading fan, I will definitely agree that the roles can be reversed. But for a specific picture in your situation, book you a personal. That's the best way. I'm going to be honest. Book you a personal. I really need to work on building up my astrology knowledge. I'm getting a little bit better, but I still have more to learn. All right, Pisces, we're going to get right into your reading. Any Pisces here? Last call for Pisces. Where you at? Again, big shout out to Lisa, Fred, Mitzi, DP, D Scott, T Rose. Thank you guys so much for modding tonight. You guys are amazing. Much love, much love. And again, big shout out to Fred for the generous contribution to the channel this evening. Thank you so much, Fred. Again, thank you. All right, let's get it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Pisces. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Pisces, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person coming towards Pisces in love and romance the next 10 days. We have healthy choices, self-love, and self-care, being happier, love, and life. So it feels very similar to that Aquarius reading where I think you're just going to be in a space of wanting to make a lot more healthier choices in your life when it comes to love. So whatever cycle you went through in the past, I feel like there was something significant about that experience that really made you realize like, I got to do better. I got to do better. And the first step is to love myself, take care of myself so I can be happier in my love life. And so right now, for the next 10 days, I feel like you may consider dating or at least seeing what's out there, see what options are out there, but I don't know if you're going to be connecting to anyone quite yet. Let's see. Give you a little bit about this. Pearl says yes. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Six of Wands. And we have the Empress. So that's what I'm saying, Pisces. With this energy, it's almost like you're going to try your best to connect with other people. But I feel like you're going to be going back and forth about like, is this my healthy choice that I'm looking for, So you're definitely not going to just kind of stay focused on one person. You just may just be dating around. And deep down, you're still kind of healing from some type of betrayal from your past. And this is your way to kind of get control of your love life by kind of just moving forward. Be careful with this energy though, Pisces, that you're just not going out here to get attention, to get this other person off of your mind. Allow yourself time to just actually take a pause and a break to just heal, okay? I think there's honestly a moment in your life where, when things go wrong, sometimes we want to just kind of like hurry up and make things right. But this is one of those situations where I feel like you just need to continue to focus on yourself with this Empress card and being clear about what you want to attract. Because, the Empress attracts, she doesn't chase. Yep. She attracts, she doesn't chase. And see, this is what I'm saying, how you're coming across very guarded though. But I will say, because you're starting to create more healthier choices in your life by pulling away from karmics and loving yourself, you're coming across as very abundant and very stable. And I love that. I really love that for you. But be careful that you're not becoming too guarded, because with the Seven of Swords to the Queen of Swords in the reverse underneath the deck, deep down, you're still angry about the deceit, about the Ten of Swords, about the past relationships. And this is that subconscious talk that I was talking about in the past, where if you're not careful, you're going to almost, in a sense, attract another karmic. Okay, even if you don't really want to. But since you're still kind of holding on to the pain, and if you haven't watched the Aquarius reading, Pisces, you may want to watch that one as well, because I talk a lot about that in that reading. All right, any advice for Pisces? Thank you, Fred. Okay, that's for Pearl. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, I'm gonna get your question. Fred is so sweet. Any advice? Okay, for Pisces, we have the Four of Wands and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So the advice is really to work on that heart chakra. Really work on that heart chakra, lifting your spirits and not being so down. Because what's happening is, if you're not careful, you're going to turn into someone that is trying to fill a void. And you're going to try to go out and fill a void by meeting people to get attention, to see what's out there. But really, truly, like, you don't want to do that. You want to first get out of your head, really not manipulate your own thoughts to make you think that you're ready when you're not. And it's okay for you to take your time. I think that's what you need to hear too. It's okay to take your time until you feel very grounded, very stable, and really emotionally secure. Whether it be you find love or you don't find love, you feel stable. Like, listen to your intuition. The King of Cups is very intuitive as well. A lot of you guys, as Pisces, are very spiritually inclined. So listen to that intuition that tells you, like, when you're actually ready for love. And if you don't feel that, that's okay. That's totally okay. All right. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Let's look at your money and career real quick, and then we'll get to Pearl's reading. Big shout out to Fred, man. Fred is donating a reading for Pearl this evening. That's so kind, Fred. Fred, you got to ask a question, Fred. Come on, Fred. Just give me a question. Come on. All right, Spirit, tell me a little bit about Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about Pisces, money and career. Pisces, money and career. The next 10 days. Okay, we got power. This came out earlier. I can't remember which sign, but it's saying put you first. It says focus on your needs. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, you got to put more focus on you to be able to rise in your power of becoming this true divine being. You have it in you, but then there's this void that you have when it comes to love, and that's affecting your confidence. And so I think if you put a little bit more focus on your money, your career, your stability, healing that heart chakra, just taking a break by yourself away from love and just doing what you got to do, then that's when you're going to rise in your power. This card says, have the power to take control over your life, career, and finances. Yeah, it's time to take control of that. Focus on that. Anything that Pisces needs to know about this power card? Yeah, Eight of Cups. Go back to the basics. Yep. Go back to work. Eight of Cups in the reverse to Eight of Pentacles. There it is. 8-8. 88, 1988 can be significant. The number eights can be significant. But yeah, I really feel like this is definitely the energy of putting you first. And once you actually start doing that, it won't even really matter if you get love or not. You'll be happy and whole by yourself, and that will energetically attract what you want. All right, what else about this? Yeah, this is going to end your old cycle, the cycle of pain and disappointment, and it's going to break you free into a new cycle of something else. You just have to be able to put focus on what you actually want to accomplish in your money and career. I think for a lot of you guys, you need to recover your finances, meaning a lot of you guys could have had some type of financial situation where you were in a little bit of a lack. And so now it's like you need to build it back up. So yeah, that's the focus. Awesome. Not bad at all, Pisces. It's just kind of similar to Aquarius. Not a lot of love coming in right now these next 10 days, but you do that and things will start improving in your life. So that's what I have for you. All right, so next we've got Pearl's question. Sponsored by our amazing mod, Fred. Thank you so much, Fred, for the contributions tonight. You're so kind. Let me get another deck. I like to use this deck when I do personals. It just kind of helps. Pearl, are you still here? Pearl, are you still here? Yay, Pearl's here. All right, so let's get to your question. Pearl would like to know what's coming in love, okay? So I'm going to use the oracle and then I'll use my tarot. We'll do it like that. All right, Pearl. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Pearl. What is coming towards Pearl in Pearl's love life, love and romance? We have grass is greener. Possibilities. Okay, so definitely I'm seeing you exploring your options. And we have music and inspiration. I think that you're going to be inspired to give love a try. And you're going to have someone that's going to come towards you and be inspired to give love a try with you. And they're going to have romantic feelings. Yep. I think you guys are going to jive very well. Let's look further on this. I'm getting it's better than your past relationship. That's a good thing. It's way better than your past relationship. How would this person feel about Pearl? This new person. Justice in the reverse. And the devil. And the Ten of Swords. Okay. Underneath the deck, Six of Pentacles. I don't really feel like this is the person's feelings for you per se. I think this is someone that's getting over some type of past betrayal that they experienced from a karmic. And so they're hoping that you're not going to take advantage of them and that you're going to give to them because they have a lot of trauma from their past. Six of Cups in reverse. So that's where this person is coming from. And with grass is greener, they're going to be hopeful. And, you know, like I said, it's going to be better than your past relationship. And I think it's going to be better than this person's past relationship. You guys are going to have some romantic feelings. So I think the reason why Spirit is having this come out is so you can be aware that this is somebody that has a very sensitive soul. Like they're very, very hurt. They've probably been through a lot of trauma. I'm getting possible narcissist or someone that just kind of really takes this person for granted. I think this is someone that really has decided to run from this other situation and spend some time alone. So what about the current? Unfortunately, I don't think this person's ready to settle down quite yet. when you guys meet, but they will have feelings for you. Why is this person not ready to settle down long term? Because they're still heartbroken, okay, from their past. What is this King of Cups? Yeah, you give them inspiration and hope. Remember I said you inspire them to have feelings again for other people. But it's almost like this is somebody that is still having a hard time. And I think that's why Spirit wanted me to give you this background information so you can understand that it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with this person just being traumatized. So they're very insecure. They're very emotionally vulnerable. And they're very much like needing a lot of self-love and self-care right now. So they're definitely going to be in a space of really being in a space of wanting to protect themselves, not give too much, just enough to date around. So it's going to be a lot of delays in this person giving a lot to build here with you. So I want to just see a little bit about, hold on, let me get another spread about what this relationship or situation will be like, because it did say grass is greener, but I wonder if this is from that person's perspective and not yours. So let me look at this whole situation here, and then I'll give you some more, including your feelings and stuff. So tell me more about this person and the situation surrounding Pearl and this relationship. We have Eight of Cups. We have Two of Swords. And then we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's like it keeps kind of repeating the messages. This is your person's energy. They are very much in a space of feeling abandoned, or like they've had to abandon a situation because it was the right thing to do. And so when they come towards you, they're going to feel like this is a new opportunity, but it's not really giving someone that's very solid. They're kind of just curious to see where it goes. And that's where we are with it. And you're going to be very in your head, like, I don't know if it's worth for me to build anything with this person. And it's because the way you're feeling is they're not making you feel very confident. You're going to feel a little insecure. But I think for both parties, the reason why it's grass is greener is because you've probably dealt with a toxic cycle as well. You see that? Devil in the reverse. You're trying to get over a toxic cycle where somebody took advantage of you. So it's almost like you guys were divinely orchestrated to come together, for you guys to learn that you both need to continue to heal. Because with the Ten of Wands in the reverse and the Three of Wands, you guys are both tired of waiting for someone to come in, and you're just going out a little bit sooner than needed. Like you're almost like, the best way to describe it, Pearl, is you and this person going out dating before you're actually both ready. Because both of you guys, I feel like, are still in a space of healing. You were dealing with a toxic situation that you're trying to get out of your head about and get out there and date. This person's dealing with a toxic situation, trying to get out of it. And so it just feels like both of you guys are just good company, but you guys still are in recovery with the Three of Swords in reverse. You see? And platonic, hanging out. I see that, but I don't see anything significant. It helps you heal. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel hopeful that love does exist, because I feel like you both are good people. But I think at the same time, it's just not the right timing. Yeah. With the Judgment here, both of you guys are going through a spiritual awakening. So yeah, it's like you both are trying to recover from the loss of the past, but this is not the way to do so. Any advice? Let me get an oracle on the advice. Let me know if it resonates, Pearl. I don't know if it resonates for you. You may have already met this person, or you will soon. That's what's coming towards you. Sometime with tarot, I just get it's not going to last between you two, but it's going to feel better than your ex. I will say that it will feel better, but it's not quite your person. All right, Spirit, give me some advice for Pearl moving forward on her spiritual journey, trying to find love. What advice we have? Yeah, see, Spirit is urging you to pivot. This isn't it. It says sometimes when things aren't falling into place after trying and trying, it's time to ask yourself if pivoting in some way would be a good idea so that your life can flow more easily and effortlessly. How can you pivot even just a little? So, Spirit is urging you to really think about what are some things that you can do differently in your particular love life in order to attract people that are actually ready for love. But I don't think you're in a space where you're ready either. So, you just need some more time. You just need some more time. So I hope that helps. Let me know if it resonates. Again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And thank you so much to Fred, man. Fred was showing out today. Man, thank you, Fred. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. That is the reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for coming. If you did enjoy the reading today, at any point, be sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this with friends and family. Leave a comment if you're watching the recording and let me know what your thoughts are. And lastly, for all of my new subscribers out there or new watchers, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that way you can definitely not miss out on the opportunity to win a free personal tarot reading. Big shout out to our mods tonight, Lisa, DP, Mitzi, T-Rose, man, Fred. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you guys. And a big shout out again to Fred for sponsoring today's reading and being so kind and generous to providing a free reading to Pearl, who definitely did need that message. And Pearl, sending you much love and light. I really hope that this gives you some inspiration to continue on that spiritual path of healing and finding peace as you move forward in your love life. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a beautiful evening and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Don't forget that I do offer personals. So if you do need a personal reading, that is the information down there below. And Pearl, since I did your mini reading this evening, I'll have your mini reading timestamp for you to come back and watch it as many times as you need to. Sending you all love and light. Take care of yourself. Namaste. Good night.